I'm William Murray, y'all. So I'm gonna be your instructor today. I've got other educators supposed to be popping in, but who knows what time and when. So, like the song says, we're a winner.
Yes.
And don't let everybody say you're not, because you're going to get those naysayers. But that's not going to matter. We're all a winner. Hello, successionaires. Now y'all wonder, well, successionaire, what is that? That's you. Successionaire is someone who has a dream, works toward it, and goes by everything they know how to do to get what it is that their dream is. That's a successionaire. That's you. Don't look it up in the dictionary. It only exists in the Millionaire Mastermind Institute's dictionary. That's a word that I put together. Success and there means success means what you're seeking. I is for who?
I.
That's right. Nair is means many. So that means you're working successfully. You are towards your success many times, many ways. Whatever it's going to take, you're willing to do to get what it is that you want. I'm Professor William Murray, the president of the Millionaire Mastermind Institute, and I'm here to empower you. That's my purpose. It's not a job. To me, it's my purpose. I've grown into my purpose. I'm a 43-year entrepreneur. So I know a little bit of something. I've put on so many classes. I've taught from 3 people up to thousands at a time. So this is comfortable zone to me. I'm comfortable. I'm here to give you the necessities you to reach the highest plateau that you are willing to work toward. I know this is my dream, but I also know the goals are meant to be shared and acted on in order to reach them. I learned a long time ago that no one can be successful and accomplish their dreams and goals alone. I love the song that Barbara Streisand sings. People who need people are the luckiest people in the world. Because you don't never ever want to do things by yourself. Because you can't reach your success by yourself. You can't get to where you want to go by yourself. You can't support your business by yourself. Because if you don't have clients, don't have customers, do you have a business?
Right.
Now, here's something I want y'all to remember. The first note, if y'all want to write something down, write this down. You're taking notes. Your life is a business. Period. Most people don't realize that. That's a very powerful thing that I'm telling you. Because your life is a business. The most successful people are those who have their life organized business-wise. You need a pen again? Okay. The Millionaire Mastermind Institute is not, and I repeat, is not an I thing. It's a we thing. These classes are all about you and what Professor William Murray, me, a mindologist can do to help you in your empowerment growth. Now, here's another word you will not find in the dictionary. That's in the dictionary of the Millionaire Mastermind Institute, William Murray. Mindologist. I am, as you find out as we go along, I am a mindologist. I work on your mind. My expertise is in the thought and the action process to success. The reason I say that, there is nothing more important than your thought. Everything goes through thought. I don't care what it is. It first goes through thought. Because even if you go out there and something bad happens, you have an accident. It came through thought because somebody didn't do something right, so that made that occur. Thought. Anything good happens to you first goes through what? Thought. And all depends on how you see it, because everything you think is bad that happened to you could end up being good in the long run. So you never know what's what. Like I said, what I teach you the thought and the action process to success. that. Write down thought and action process is my greatest necessity. Thought and action process. Because thought of doing something is totally useless if action is not in place. Successful way to think is what I teach. And the action needed to be successful. I am, and I'll repeat, I am. It's not being conceited. I am your GPS system to business success, to life and business success. I'm going to give y'all things today. I'm going to work on your mind. But see, today is about business and mindset. I'm going to teach you the mindset and relate it all to business. Now, here's what I want. If any questions come up, ask me right then and there. Because although I'm talking mostly about thought and the action, the questions you ask me about your business, what you need to learn, I'll answer then. It's all going to fit. It's only going to be successful if you ask questions. If you don't ask no questions, you got to go with what I have up there. But I hope questions come along the way, because you know what you need in business, you know what you want, you know where you want to go, you know where you want to be. So that's going to be totally up to you. So I'm turning the class over to y'all as far as where I'm going. Okay? Like I told you, everything goes through thought. Thought is what? Your mind. It all boils down to two things. All the problems are stuck between mind and matter. What does that mean? If you don't mind, it don't matter. You can't let things bother you and get you down. Today has not been one of my better mornings. You know, sometimes I speak and everything just goes so smooth. The day I come in, set up first thing, bam, there's a headache. We couldn't figure it out. And I looked up and found it without even knowing where it was. Okay, so mind over matter, because I couldn't mind. It's not going to matter, because regardless, if I had to do it without a PowerPoint, I would still do a class. I've done so many, I can do it now. But PowerPoints, you know, people are visual. So, I can speak for hours and never use a PowerPoint. But I do, because y'all have a tendency, it has a tendency to keep me focused. But I'll start here and end up over here. And I like to stay focused. But I really want to work on y'all's mind today, which is going to give you, and the questions you ask me is what help me with my business, or as things come up, just, you know. This here is fact. Life is only as good as your mindset. If you have a negative mindset, what's that going to make your life?
Negative.
You have a positive mindset, what's going to make your life? Fact. And here's the thing I'm going to tell you. Write this down. Truth and fact are undefeated. Since the beginning of existence, truth and fact have never been defeated. So what's that telling you? Thoughts. See, I'm making y'all think. I'm not going to answer your questions for you. I want you to think about what I'm saying. If you can erase all the mistakes of your past, you would also erase all of the wisdom of your present. Do you realize you learn more from your mistakes than you do from your successes? The success is what will stick with you. Your failure will stick with you. Your struggles. Your successes are just sunshine along the way. Yeah. Remember the lesson, not the disappointment. So remember the lesson of what you learned. In your good thing, your bad. Look back. See, every day there's a question you're supposed to ask yourself every evening. And every day, even along the way of that day. What have I learned today? What have I learned? See, when you ask yourself, what have I learned, you're sitting back looking at your day and giving yourself knowledge. If you just ignore it, how are you going to know that you're getting smarter, that you're learning, that you're advancing? That's true. Just think if you erased all your mistakes out of your life, what you would know. How little you would know. You wouldn't be walking today if you didn't look at your mistakes, because you wouldn't have tried it again. See, failure is temporary.
Yes.
See, failure is just temporary because it's not there to stay.
Yes.
Just like every day. What is every day doing in your life? It's just passing through, baby. That's all. And you got to look at it. It's not permanent.
Right.
This is a temporary situation of lessons you're learning in life, in business, in your successes. It's only a temporary thing, just passing through, baby. That's how it's going. See, I'm really going to work on y'all's mind today. And it's going to, all this is business. This is experience. What I'm teaching you mind is also giving you everything you need so you can be successful in business. But I don't care how many degrees, how many letters you got behind your name. It doesn't matter what you have behind your name. If you don't realize the level, see, that PhDs, doctors, and all that is great. But if your mindset is right, we're good at it. Y'all know y'all heard before about educated fools. I've met several of them. And you are going to meet them along your way in life too. You can't be materialistic, y'all, because this is fact. If money and material things make you believe you are better than others, you are the poorest person on earth. Read that again. See how powerful that is. If money and material things make you believe you are better than others, you are the poorest person on earth. Material things should not have value enough for you to judge. If you got to have the biggest car, the newest phone, the latest this and the greatest that, the new shoes and the new outfits, then you want to stay broke. That's business. See, I have a wardrobe no one can outdress me. I got news for y'all. If I wanted to deck and bam bam, I could do that. And not one thing in my wardrobe is name brand. Not one. The only thing I do wear is name brand when I wear it, if I'm dressing. But I'm talking about all my shoes. My shoes I have to because of my feet. I got a special name brand I gotta wear. But today, you see what I got on? Bam, baby, because I know my pace. I gotta be comfortable. So from the ankle up, I don't look bad with feet down, but I don't wear hard bottom shoes. I'm too old for that. I could do it when I was younger. But now I got old, my feet supposed to be comfortable. Because when your feet hurt, you hurt. You're uncomfortable when your feet hurt. You can't think right when your feet hurt.
Yeah.
Material things, y'all, realize, stop being materialistic. All it's going to do is hold you back. In business. Because he can do it, don't mean I can do it. Because she can do it, don't mean I can do it. Because she took this material thing and did this with it, don't mean I can do it. If I've got to be judged by material things, I mean I got a poor mindset. Or he's got a better car than me. If y'all left here, you got a Rolls and I got a Hoopty. We left here going to Baltimore, which is about 45 minutes. We drove 55 miles an hour. Who will get there first? We get there at the same time. At point A to point B, baby, don't matter. He's in the Rolls, I'm in the Hoopty, we still get there. I get there, right? Why am I going to waste my money? Who are you trying to impress? If you're trying to impress somebody by the material things you have, you got a poor mindset. You are forever going to struggle because you will never ever have the best and the top of everything because it's going to change so quick. Next thing you know, 6 months later, something else. Look at your phones. Will they change every 4 to 6 months? Everybody trying to keep up with them, and you see the lines out there, people trying to get all the new and the latest and the greatest. Most of them standing out don't have a laptop at home, don't have a computer at home. They want the latest and greatest phone. And all it does is learn hello. Who are you trying to impress? Think about that in business. Just do what needs to be done and let success speak for itself. Here's what we got to do. Don't go broke trying to look rich. You got to act your wage. That didn't say age, that says what?
Wage.
Act your wage. I had this discussion with, I was on national radio a couple of weeks ago. Minister lady got into a little thing. She doesn't believe that you should act your wage. Made no sense to me. We didn't agree on that. I think you should always act your wage. She also doesn't think you should put money aside, say pay all your bills first. I'm my first bill. Because if my tomorrow's coming, there's going to be a rainy day. I've got to take care of that rainy day. I believe in paying yourself first. She didn't believe in that. Then stay broke. Stay struggling. Because if you brakes on your car, go out, you got to fix it. Like last week, I had spent $700 to live down on my car. What if I haven't had to put money aside? How am I going to get it? What am I doing now? My car not running, so it means I got to use my Chevrolet. Shove one foot and lay down the other. And you know, we don't like that. We're so comfortable now that going out there, stick the key in the ignition, and we can go. But when it breaks down, baby, that Chevrolet, you know, well, you got to shove one foot lay down the other one. So you got to learn to act your wage, but pay yourself first. Stop trying to impress people. The young ones got a problem. They want to have the latest and the greatest, not realize tomorrow's coming. If you wake up, that tomorrow is today. Here's something that you learn. The past is your lesson. The present is a gift. The future is your motivation. What's making you do what you do today? The fact of what you want to make sure you have tomorrow. Business-wise. Here's a question I always ask. What did you do yesterday that you got to work on today to improve your tomorrow? Think about it. You got to do that in business. What did you do yesterday that you got to work on today to make sure your business is still vital and viral tomorrow? Is that making any sense? Now, I'm going to work on your brain all day today, but it's all going to relate to business. Everything I say, because what I tell you, first thing I told you to write down. What is the first thing I said, write down?
Your life is the business.
What does that mean? Talk to us so we can hear you.
Your life is the business.
What does that mean? Your life is the same as a business. Your life is a business. What if you didn't plan getting up on time to go to work? What if you didn't plan to have enough money to get there? What if you didn't plan that you got to be there at 8 and you get up at 8? So same thing in your business. You know what you got to do in order to make your business profitable, make it successful. So see, y'all, something that as you get into me more, as you study under me, one thing it took me a while to learn, but it's something that we all got to learn. Most successful people eventually get this. How to see things with a third eye and hear things with a third ear. It's not always what you see, it's not always what you hear. What is the meaning behind what you hear? I'm an affirmation junkie, y'all. I am a pure D affirmation junkie. I'll look at the affirmation and look at the meaning. That's what I'm giving you now. And look at the meaning. Don't look at what it says. Look at the meaning of what it says. That's third eye, third ear. And it takes practice, but the more you do it, the better you get. And the easier things become, because you see things that other people don't see. So you, and see that I'm very spiritual, y'all. Y'all find out everything I'm teaching today is from the Spirit. I'm very spiritual. Okay? Your sixth sense is your spiritual sense. Do you realize that sense is stronger than all the other five put together? Most people don't realize it. They say, oh, you got 5 senses. No, you got 6. Your spiritual sense is the strongest sense that you have, and the other five not even strong as your sixth sense. But we aren't taught that. Once you're taught that, you get a better understanding and meaning, and everything looks easier in life. But we've got to learn that. See, one of the things that we've got to learn is that we have been miseducated. Until you realize that you're going to struggle. You're going to struggle. I hope you hear me, media land.
Right.
Class hears me. Does that make sense what I just said?
That's correct.
What did I just say? I'm listening. Just see if y'all listen. If y'all remember what I said.
Until you realize you have a sixth sense, you're gonna struggle.
And start using it. Because it's just like you when you were a baby, and look at you now how you've grown. The more you use your sixth sense, the more you're going to grow. Until you realize you've been miseducated, you will continue to be miseducated. Look how many people signed up for this class today. Now look how many people showed up. Now there's something that if you got my emails, you saw what I said. Every day, and this is not religion, y'all, this is spiritual. Every day God drops blessings in laps. Somebody's lap. All you gotta do is put your lap where God is dropping the blessing.
Yeah.
Every day God drops blessings in somebody's lap. Put your lap where God's dropping the blessing. You're here. This class is free. Tell me that's not a blessing.
Yes.
I hope I'm touching y'all already. I hope I'm putting something on your brain already.
Yeah.
And I see you about to just smile.
Yeah.
I'm touching something, ain't
I like to talk, but I'm listening.
I? All right. All right. Now, the past is your lesson. The present is your gift. See, that is a gift because you woke up. What better than that can you have? The day can get better, but it'll never get better than that blessing of wake up, but don't wake up. The future is your motivation. You motivate you. Or if you don't motivate you, some days it's hard to find motivation. Some days motivation finds you.
That's it.
What you see what that is? What's going to happen? He's tired bicycling up that mountain. That bird come behind him.
That's motivation.
That's motivation, baby.
Even more.
Is that motivation?
Move or be ate.
Yeah.
Who's going to win that race?
The bike.
Why?
He's motivated.
He's motivated. That's right. That's you every day. There's something behind you chasing you.
Yeah.
Your success is chasing you. Just stay here and do what you need to do. Business is preparation.
Yeah.
You can't stay where you were in order to get where you want to go. You can't. It's impossible. You can't go outside sitting where you're sitting. You got to get up and move. I have a millionaire mind. Every one of us has a millionaire, billionaire, trillionaire mind. It's just always using it to get there. The difference between you and me is none. The advantage of me right now over you is that I'm an information junkie. See, I'm not a television person. People like to sit and watch shows on TV. I like to sit and watch motivational speeches. I like to sit and watch motivational books. That's my TV. That's my relaxation. You sit and you watch Power, but you're giving up yours. You'll watch Empire, but you're not building yours. You'll sit and watch the have or have nots. What does that make you? So you got to think about that, because here's the thing y'all don't realize, and think about this. Every time you're watching television, the people that you're watching, you're making their dream come true. While you're spending that time killing yours. So you got to learn, I'm going to work on your mind and make you think. That's why I tell you I am a mindologist. I'm working on your mind, y'all. Because if I change your mind, your business is going to come along. Because you got to start with your mind and your thought process first. Am I making any sense? Your spirit at all times is listening to you. See, people seem to think I'm crazy because I'm always talking to myself. Why not?
Yeah.
Speak what you seek until you see what you said. Who can tell me what that means?
Speak it on into existence while you're working at it.
Until you see what you said.
Manifest.
That's it.
Believer.
But where's it coming from?
Amen.
That's why I'm saying the most important thing is your thought. And then the action that you're going to put behind it. So you can see what you said. Because when you see what you said, there's going to be another mountain to climb. Because when you climb a mountain and you can see all across the valley, what do you see? There you go. That's your business. As you get to a plateau, you say, I want to get here. When you get there, there's another plateau. You say, now I want to go here.
Yeah.
But you can't go here until you get here.
Yeah.
Am I making any sense?
Yes.
Now, here's the thing about how valuable your thought is. Oh, I love this. And I got a guy every time he sees me, he says, Mr. Murry, never forget that you taught me this. Your mind is a garden. Your thoughts are as seeds. You can grow flowers or you can grow weeds. What does that say? It's up to you. Your mind is a garden. And your thoughts are seeds because it grows. You can grow flowers or you can grow weeds. You can grow beauty or you can grow ugly. Necessity is the main thing. It's how you think that's going to get you where you want to go. It's how you think that's going to get you where you want to go. I love this, and I use this all the time. And this is something you should write this down and post this on the mirror where you see it every morning. So you know, because here's the thing. When you wake up in the morning, the worst thing you could ever do is turn on TV and watch the news because it's all negative. What does that do to your day?
Yeah.
What if you put something on that's motivational, inspirational, spiritual? What does that do for you? That starts your day off in that manner. You know who I listen to more than anyone else? Me. I've got hundreds of videos, hundreds of audio. And I listen to them and say, damn, this guy is smart. Who is this? Oh, that's me. Now, y'all hear me, right? And y'all understanding what I'm saying, am I correct? What if you woke up every morning and this is playing? How would that start your day? It would start your mind in the positive direction you want to go. You're watching the news. See, the news is negative. You know what their motto is? If it bleeds, it leads. That's their motto. Any station will tell you, you got to put something out there that's going to bleed and lead the story. Who wants negativity in the morning? Y'all don't realize that right there is the schedule of work. But what do you listen to in the morning? The only way to work is listen to music. You sing and happy. You know what my car is to me? It's point A to point B. That's all it is. My car to me is my four-wheel university. Because I've got CDs and DVD playing. I plug my phone in or either my tablet in and put it on YouTube and listen to speakers or listen to books on my way. I love in a book. I'm gonna tell y'all. I want y'all to listen to this or read this book, Alchemist.
No, that's not big.
Oh, that is a fantastic book, and one of the most sold books in the world is by Augmentina,
What was the first book you said?
The Alchemist. Alchemist. You got to. It's on. Hey, it's on YouTube. What is it about? 3-4 hours long?
I've read it, so I don't know how long it is.
Yeah, but it's there. The Alchemist. That is a. You know what? Oprah Winfrey said that's one of the best books she ever read. That really got her motivated. Hello, it's just got a billionaire motivation. What's it telling you? You know, they asked Richard guy in the world, what's his name?
Gates,
No,
Yellen,
Buffett.
Rockefeller.
no.
I can see his face now, older fellow.
Uh-huh. Can't think, it'll come to in a minute. They asked him,
Bezos?
hmm?
Isn't Jeff Bezos?
No. Y'all know what I'm talking about, he's in investments.
I said Buffett, you not talking about?
Who, I can't hear you.
Buffett, Warren
Yeah,
Buffett.
Warren Buffett. You gotta speak up, baby.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
They asked Warren Buffett, if you could have a superpower, what superpower would you want? Visibility? Able to do this places? No. My superpower, I wish I could read more books quicker. That's a heck of a wish to have as a superpower. He wished he could read more books. He could have said anything. He just wished he could read more books quicker. That's a superpower. That's fact. And when I tell you, truth and fact are what? Undefeated. You can only see as far as you think. That's why you got to open your mind. You got to open your mind. Because you can only see as far as you think. See, I had people talking about, well, you got to think outside the box. What damn box? I don't have a box. I'm not in a box. It's like riding through a tunnel. When you ride through a tunnel, what can you see? Only that tunnel is around you. What happens when you come out of that tunnel? The whole universe opens up. What box? The sky is not even my limit. The universe is my limit. People say, shoot for the moon, shoot for the moon, shoot for the moon. I'll shoot for the moon, but only as a ricochet for the universe. I'll shoot for the moon every time, but that's only a ricochet spot. I'm not going to get there and stop. I'm going to ricochet off that. What's waiting on me then? The whole universe, man. That's how you got to think, how you got to work, how you got to do your business. That's how you got to do it. Life will keep giving you the same test over and over again until you learn it. How many times have you done something more than once? Life will keep giving you that lesson until you learn that lesson. You got to realize that life and business are going to keep giving you and giving you and giving you, and once you learn it, then you go to the next class.
I have a little experience at that point about in life, beginning to the game, you pass the test. My first time for my first business, that is catering business. I failed, but I continue, and I started on another business for a safety driver with the Pat teaching me a lot about that, and the Pat did, and I am running well.
I got news for y'all. I'm not the smartest person in the world. You know, I was a realtor, y'all, for 15 years.
That's true.
I took the test 6 times before I finally passed it. And the most I ever missed over the limit of what you missed was 3. I kept being 1 over. And I kept going back taking the test. I was determined I wanted to learn real estate because I was wanting to get into investments. And what I do, I wanted to learn real estate so I could be a great investor. And I failed the test 6 times. And I go back and I study, so finally I said, look, hell with it. If I don't know it now, I'm not going to know it. I didn't study for the last 2 weeks without taking the test. I would put so much pressure on me that it caused me to fail. And then when I said, I know it, I relaxed, went back and bam, passed the test. So that's your life, that's your business. Don't give it. Here's the thing. A coin has how many sides? 2 sides. Life and business has 2 sides. Success and failure are the opposite side of the same coin. You gotta have heads, and you gotta have a tail. It's the opposite side of the same coin. And like I told you, it's not, failure is not there to stay, it's only doing what? Passing through. And that's how we gotta see it. Now I'm gonna give y'all some things y'all might want to write down or take notes or whatever. 7 cardinal rules for life. And what I tell you, life is what? A business. So it means 6 of one, half a dozen the other. Isn't that the opposite side of the same coin? Make peace with your past. Whoa, that's powerful, y'all. So it won't disturb your present. When you make peace, otherwise if you make a mistake, don't hold it against you. Look at the lessons learned and move on. Make peace with it. And don't let your past hold you down. And later on, I'll tell you why. What other people think of you is none of your business.
Right.
Your opinion of me has nobody but you. It's like water off a duck's back on me. You know how many people told me I couldn't do what I'm doing right now? Because I'm country. I got that accent. I'm country. I don't have a college degree. I stutter and I stand. I had people tell me I couldn't make it. Who will listen to you? Now I'm all over the country speaking to major corporations and companies and people. Teaching and speaking. But they told me I couldn't do it because, so what does their opinion mean to me? I had this one lady one time I was working when I was in real estate. I said, look, I'm out there traveling the country and I'm teaching people how to succeed. Why don't you let me come here and teach the agents here when I'm teaching? You know, she told me. She says, no. So I was surprised. I was giving you all this money every month from the deals I'm doing. I said, let me teach them what I'm teaching. She said, no, because you're not successful enough. Now, knowing somebody reach over and give her a backhand, I shook her hand and told her thank you. And you know what I told myself? I'm not going to argue you right. I'm going to watch success you wrong.
Yeah.
Tell yourself that on a constant basis. You don't want to argue with no one. Success speaks louder than any argument.
Yeah. Yeah.
So don't argue them right. Just go and success them wrong, baby.
Yeah.
And then they're going to come to you to ask you, are you hiring?
Can you get me?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Or nobody can have to measure your success.
Right. You want to say something? Oh, okay. 3, time heals almost everything. Fact. Because what I tell you is happening to you is only passing through. Do y'all see how things I'm saying and teaching you is a circle? It all comes back and it's relevant. Nothing is really solid or has corners. Because like they say, God said, there are good people all on every corner of the earth. And then he made the world round.
And I say there's some good in everybody, not 100%, but then you can find good in everybody.
Everybody. All around the world, in every corner of the earth. And then God said, let me throw a little curve in this. And then he made the world round. You know what that means? You find and pick your corner. Don't curve it round. In a circle, there is a square. Because in every circle, there's a square. Circle. Square. Pick your corner. Number 4, no one is in charge of your happiness except you. Who will make you happy?
Myself.
Me. You know, Will Smith is adamant. He spoke one time. He said, you know, my wife and I, we had arguments and stuff. And she said, well, you aren't making me happy. He says, the reason is, you're expecting me to make you happy. You make yourself happy, spread the joy to me. Make yourself happy and then spread the joy to me.
Right.
Think about that. My wife and I right now have been together 27 and a half years. She's put up with me. And yet you will put up with me for 27 and a half. Y'all, I've been trying to divorce myself for years and I won't leave me. You know, we have yet to have our first argument. People say, oh man, that's impossible. You crazy? What kind of marriage y'all got? A damn good one. She don't mind. She can sit around the house and do what she needs to do. Take care of Big Papa. That's all I have. Take care of Big Papa. She can satisfy her home, doing what she do. Me, when the sun come up, I'm gone, baby. And you'll tell what time I'm gonna get back home. I don't have to hear where you going, where you been, who you been. I know you been with this includes that includes. No, I ain't got to hear that. See, she realized that her happiness was within herself. And whether or not, just like you can sit there right now and look at this wall and say, that wall will move, that wall will move. And you keep telling yourself that day, eventually you can see that wall move. But that's all in you. I ain't got time to raise another grown child. There are things we probably fuss and argue about, but why? Until I'm perfect, I can't judge you. I don't know. I can't judge where you are because I don't know where you've been. But you've got to realize you've always got to grow through what you go through. Grow through what you go through. True statement. Number 5, don't compare your life to others and don't judge them. You have no idea what their journey is all about. Don't compare your life to others. See, people come, oh man, you got to get in this business, man. I know somebody that's doing great in it. But it's not, like people, you know how many offers I get a day? I have about 300 emails a day, how many people say, oh man, you got to get, I'm only interested in one thing. That's the Millionaire Mastermind Institute. And being the best at teaching so I can make you the best of what you want. Man, but yeah, but I so doing it, man, they go, I'm doing this, man, and you can, but that ain't my cup of tea. You might like tea, I might like coffee. I love water and juice. Well, you might say, oh, I can't drink no water, I don't do no juice. You can't judge me by what I like. I can't judge you by what you like. I can only give you advice on your health. I'm a health junkie. And I studied health by with some of the most brilliant minds of people in health who become billionaires behind what they've done and taught me. But that wasn't my forte. I can teach it now. I don't like to say that. That's one thing I don't know in practice what I preach. But I look at me, I'm 1 year shy of 70. and don't know what it is to be sick. And look how good I look at my age.
Of course.
Most people don't know, man, you wasn't there. You're shy savage. I know I look good, ain't because I take care of me. I do good things for me.
Yeah.
Not to be sick. I don't take none of the shots, none of the things, you gotta take this shot and that shot. Now they find out all these shots they give these kids was causing autism. Have y'all seen that report? The shot they're telling people to give their children right now is giving them autism. That's why autism is so high. How come in all these tribes they don't have autism? Because they don't take all these shots, all this garbage in their system. You go take a germ, put a germ in your system. Do you know, people don't realize, do you know your body is the most perfect mechanism that exists outside of creation? Creation is the greatest. Next to creation is your body. One of the most perfect mechanisms. Why come I don't get sick? Because my metabolism is so strong that if I'm coming down with something, it takes over. I don't put garbage in my system. I don't eat pork, dairy products, don't smoke, don't drink. So I don't take pharmaceuticals. I'm putting them pouring in my body. When I had to go, I never forget the first time I went and got a colonoscopy. They said, "Oh, you okay?" Nothing wrong, you great. You know, I was sick as a dog. That's why. Because my body was not used to nothing, and they had to put me to sleep. See, my body rejects that which is not natural, because that's all I've ever given it. That's why I don't get sick. At my age, no pains, no aches. I mean, just a little here and there, but nothing I can't handle. This perfect mechanism, I want to keep perfect. This is God's gift to you. Don't abuse it. And you got to realize that. Well, I like this, but it's not good for me. I want this, but it's not good for me. Business-wise, same thing. I want to do this, but it's not good for my business. Because I keep telling y'all, relate everything I'm telling you in life to your business, because your life is a business. And your business is a business. I may say life related to what it is, what you need it for your business. Am I making any sense? I don't believe this, y'all. 20 people signed up. This is tripping me out.
Because their life ain't right. They ain't ready.
But see, normally, at first I used to get angry because why don't you signed up 20 people? Not counting the ones that I just told and said I'll be there. So I'm to the point now that everyone that God knows puts here is who's supposed to be here. Yeah. And I'm not talking religion, y'all. When I say God, I'm talking about my spiritual God. Oh, I'm sorry. Number 6, stop thinking too much. Boy, now that's when people overthink stuff and it holds you back. Don't overthink nothing. Don't overthink. Don't make a problem harder than it is. I don't care how you look at it. 2 and 2 is always going to be 4. Always. 1 and 1 is always going to be 2. 9 is always going to be a number that cannot be changed. How many of y'all know that? You can't change the number 9. 9 times any number within itself is 9. 9 times 1 is what? 2 times 9 is what?
18.
8 and 1 is what?
9.
3 times 9 is what? 27 for y'all who didn't know it. 7 and 2 is what?
9.
9 times 9 is what?
89.
81.
81.
81. 8 times 8 plus 1 is what? 9. 9 is a fact. You cannot change the number 9 regardless of how many numbers you add with it. You multiply it by. You can multiply by any amount of numbers, it will never change. That's the only number that's like that. That's fact number. That's the reason I use 9 on a lot of my stuff. Even at my clothing line. My number on my clothing line was 9. Name my clothing line was True That. True That means fact. 9 means you can't change it. What's been undefeated since the beginning of time? Truth and fact. 9 is the number of life. Number 7, smile. You don't own all the problems in the world. You can get up in the morning, you can brush your teeth, comb your hair, wash your ash. I said ash, y'all, so just in case y'all wonder, A-S-H. That's including everything else. Right? Yeah. But you are not fully dressed until you put on that smile. You can be having a bad day. I could be having the worst days of my life. You'll never know God will give you that smile. If you're having a bad day, give a smile. Because somebody's going to give it back. That's like throwing water. If I throw water on you, I have to get some on it. Smile. Every day you wake up, the sun comes up. What's it like doing? What's God doing? What's the universe doing? Just smile. Don't, oh y'all, this was holding us back. Don't be pushed around by fear in your mind, but led by dreams in your heart. Fear, F-E-A-R, false energy appearing real. Or F-E-A-R, face everything and rise. The choice is yours. Here's something you got to realize, y'all. You, every one of you, are where you are behind one thing. Your choices. Your choices. Don't blame nobody for nothing happening to you, regardless. Remember, it was your choice. To be where you are, do what you do. Go do what you want. It's behind the choice you make. And this I'm very adamant on, y'all. When you focus on problems, you'll have more problems. When you focus on possibilities, you'll have more opportunities. Remember this, y'all. Behind anything, any situation, any problem you have, push it aside. People say, no, man, I got a problem, I got to work on it. No. You never work on a problem. Ever work on a problem. You work on the solutions. Because if you work on the problem's going to be in front of you and always there. But if you work on solution, your mind's at ease, you're at peace, and the solution will present itself. Because you don't have that negativity, that problem on your mind. You got the positivity of the solution on your mind. Relate that to business. You don't have enough money to make payroll. How can I get enough money to make payroll? You're working on a solution. My car broke down, I ain't got no money. Don't worry about the problem, work on the solution. My business is going too slow. If that's a problem, that was the solution. I'm proud of you that you're here, how you found out about it. That is you don't know what you did for me when you told me that. Are you in school?
Not right now. I'm on a break.
You're on a break, okay. Just pause, baby. Just pause in life. That's all it is. You put a comma. And then you go to the next paragraph. Next sentence. That's all that is. So you never work on the problem, always solution. Don't think about the problem, only think about the solution. And you'll find it's easier. Oh, I said this 1,000 times, I've said it once. A bend in the road is not the end of the road unless you fail to make that turn. Think about that. A bend in the road is not the end of the road unless you fail to make the turn. Don't make that turn and what's standing in front of you, a tree or a wall. A stop sign. So there's a little bend in the road. So something kind of happens, kind of slow you down a little bit. Make that turn. Go ahead and make the turn. See, remember I told you about your sixth sense, where you got to see what it means behind what it says. When you got your mind going like that for business, why are you going to find out, dang, you know, this is really not that hard. It's really not that hard. Common sense is one of the greatest things you can have. There is no sense stronger or more powerful than common sense. See, those who have common sense are the ones you call educated fools. Because they don't know how to work out. I had my supervisor one time. When I was younger, years ago, I was driving a bus from that truck. My supervisor told me, said, you know, Mr. Murry, said, you never make no, you never want no work. You're not college education. So I'll never be nothing on college education. He had one. I got news for you. Guess what? Will y'all see me standing here? He's in the grave right now. And he was younger. I didn't eat meat, pork, none of that. He did. And he was old. He was about 6'3", weighed about 3 something. Still old one. Killed him. But he told me I wasn't going to be nothing. I don't have a college degree. That's what's called an educated fool. They think you got to go. Like, you know, I read this story. I couldn't believe this. This guy had 11 degrees. 11 degrees. Couldn't get a job and keep one. So he decided to go back to college and get another degree. You better learn how to use them 11 you got. Now that's what you call an educated fool. You got 11 degrees. And you want to go out and get another one. I'm sorry, y'all. That's an understanding above my pay grade. Can you believe that? What's a 12th going to do for him?
Same as the others.
Make him go back and try to get 13. Degree, I'm telling you, education is important, but it's not the education as much as the type of education and what you do, what you learn.
That's it.
If you're not going to use it, what use it? You know what that's like? And I often tell people this. It's like standing in front of a restaurant with $100 in your pocket and you're starving to death. How much sense does that make?
0.
I'm trying to make you think, so you look and say, you know, sometimes I don't think, I'm not dumb, I just don't think smart.
You know, Mr. Murray, a homeless man with 0 in his pocket will get something to eat.
Yeah, and you know what, I see it every day. I'll be downtown D.C., and so many people be standing on the corner begging. They be standing in front, who's getting, they be standing in front of a grocery store bag. Why don't you ask the people, can I help you take your stuff to the car and get $1? You know they will tip you. Now, I saw some kids one day out I was at the shop. When I come out shopping, I had 4 bananas in the bag. And this kid asked me, says, can I help you take it? No, when he says, when you come out, can I help you take your stuff to me? So when I came out, I had 4 bananas in the bag. 4. And because he asked me, he didn't beg for something. He didn't beg for it. But he's willing to work for it. I told him, yeah, here, man, carry my bag to the car. I gave him $1, carry my 4 bananas to my car. Why did I give him that $1? Because he'd rather work for it than pay for it. You get more when you work than you do when you beg. Working is doing what needs to be done and learn what needs to be learned in your business to be successful. Rather than going out to begging somebody, can you help me? Ask them, can you help me? Don't beg them to help you. But it's different between asking and begging. It's not what you say, it's how you say what you say. Am I making any sense? Am I helping y'all in business-wise? Because another thing we will go over y'all. that I'm gonna help y'all with. And I got something to pass out to you. I can't get nobody to come in the room, this is tripping me out, y'all. I don't know why the day is really getting to me, but you have 20-some people sign up, and all these people that I told about says I'm coming, and I mean, this is rocking my world, y'all. This is something that really is upsetting to me, and I don't get upset much. It takes a lot, as you can tell, to upset me, but this is, and you got all these people that need help. This is free. I charge thousands of dollars for me to get in front and teach you and speak. I give it to you for free, and you don't show up. And you wonder, why am I struggling? Why come I can't get what I want? Why come I can't get what I want? Because what I say, what's God doing? Dropping blessings every day. Put your lap where God dropping the blessing, but they want to know why come I can't get what I want to get and do success. So many people from your past know a version of you that doesn't exist anymore. You ain't who you were yesterday. But if I remember you as that, then I don't know you. But like I tell people, if you are the same person today you were last week, last month, last year, 5 years, 10 years ago, you just wasted that time. You can't be the same person. That's why I tell you, ask yourself, what did I learn today? See, once you get your mind going in that direction, there's nothing waiting on you but success and growth. And that's your business too. I'm not my past. I'm the same person, but I'm not my past. I've grown so much. I mean, look at me now. I mean, all this brilliance that I have. I never knew I was going to be this. I swear, I never knew I was going to be brilliant like this. People say, man, this being conceited. No, I know what I know. I know what I can teach. I'm brilliant when it comes to teaching people about thought and the action, the mindset. For the other people to teach stuff in business, I bring in. Teach this stuff. I'm not the smartest person in the world. I'm not the smartest person in this room. Like the saying goes, if you think you're the smartest person in the room, you have a problem. And if you are the smartest person in the room, you have a bigger problem. Think about that. That's powerful. Yeah. I never want to be the smartest person in the room. Look how brilliant I am. Because here's something I realized a long time ago. Everybody knows something that you don't know. Something I teach, and I'm very happy. Y'all have come to my class and I teach this class. He's been there before. Write this down. BDI. I'm very, very adamant on BDI. You asked the right question. What does it mean? Borrow, duplicate, and improve upon it. To fit your situation. Now I'm going to tell you what, for instance. What are you sitting in?
Yeah.
Is that the first chair I've made?
No.
What did somebody do?
Yeah.
And what did they do next? They duplicated it. And they did what? Improved upon the fit situation. That's why I say you study what someone has already done. You borrow what they did, you duplicate it, then you improve upon it to fit your situation. Am I the first speaker or the first chief educator y'all never had in front of y'all? I borrow a lot of stuff. I'm duplicating, but I'm improving upon it to fit my situation and how I can teach it to you.
Yeah, the first one today.
Making any sense? Well, I hope I'm working on y'all's mind today. I hope I'm working on y'all's mind. Hi, baby girl. For those of you listening to my show, And never met Miss G, Yvonne Rose, that's Miss G.
Hello.
That's my baby girl. That's my heart. Here's the situation, y'all are here why? Because everybody here, what's my theme song? We're a winner. Because everybody here is a winner, and she wouldn't be here. Sit with winners. The conversation is different. When you're around a winner, your conversation gonna be different. Because all you can talk about with the winner is success. Not braggadocious, but, you know, conversation that's gonna build and grow you. Always, there you go with, if you think you're the smart person in the room, you got problems, you already got a bigger problem. See the winners, babe. You see the conversation. And here's the great part about it. Your conversation is going to change. Your conversation is going to change. Leaving your comfort zone is hard. Staying broke is hard. Pick your heart.
I know that's right.
I love you. You just give me so much energy. What's your name? Jamaica. Okay, Jamaica. You're very good. You give me a lot of energy. And you don't realize when you up like your energy comes from the people that are there. They feed energy, and you're feeding me a lot of energy. Thank you. Which I let you pretty too. But you do have to pick your heart. Leave your comfort zone. Let me tell you something. Your comfort zone, I'm going to tell you right now, is not your friend. That's the worst place you could ever stay. Worst place you could ever stay is your comfort zone. You know why? Because that means you're not growing. Because you're comfortable. You need one? Maybe a pen. I got one. Excuse me for how I'm going to deliver it to you, my brother. But I know you.
No problem.
And
Thank you, sir.
if you don't write, let me know.
We'll get it right. We're good.
Great things never came from comfort zone. In life, you got to always be uncomfortable being uncomfortable. Am I comfortable up here? You bet your bippy I'm comfortable. But where's my uncomfortableness? Making sure that I got what you need and I presented to you in that manner. That's what keep me going, my uncomfortableness. And make sure I'm always delivering to you what you need to hear regardless of who you are. How to help you build and grow who you are, what you are. Your comfort zone ain't your friend. If you're comfortable where you are, it ain't your friend. That means you're going wrong. I want to work on your brain today. Oh, I hope I'm working on your brain. And your brain is clicking. Your brain is clicking. I can see it. And she's like a sponge in water. She's absorbing it. I mean, she's sucking in like a sponge sucking water.
You wear them out already. The comfort zone, I'm too comfortable taking care of my business, and people are yelling at me because they tell me I got a purpose to get other people involved. And what you say is true. I'm comfortable in my comfort zone, but I need to step out of it so I can help others, and that's going to be my motivation.
All
But
right.
I'm hearing what you're saying.
I can see that bird. There comes that bear, baby. There comes that bear. A wise man asks a wise man or wise woman makes their own decisions. An ignorant man follows public opinions. I'm going to tell you how that is. I'm going to show you one of the greatest examples that's disturbing most people. Look at all these kids walking around with their hands below their butt. They're followers. How do you be a leader with your hands below your butt? You're only doing it because that's the latest fashion. And the girl, now I'm going to tell you what, you want to cure it, you want to stop that? Talk to your daughter. Saying, You do not want someone that has no more respect for themselves than that. If the little girls would start telling these dumb boys, I can't talk to you, you have no respect for yourself. How you respect me? And then the girls are wearing their stuff so short that you ain't got to guess because the underwear is what you can see it. Now, here's something, Muhammad Ali said something that I love. He says, coal is very deep and covered. Pearls are very deep and covered. Diamonds, very deep and covered. Everything of value is covered. Think about it. I'll never forget. I had this lady I was mentoring when I was in real estate, and I'm not gonna lie to you. She was a brick house. She was a pure brick house. They don't know what a brick house is. She was built like that. So she came in. I was telling her how to talk to her client, and she talked to her client and got a listing appointment to list this $400-something house. She was pumped. They told you to bring the documents and Saturday to list the house tomorrow. When she goes to see them, it look like she's going to wait to the club. This had popped up. She had on a tight skirt and dress. And when she got there, the husband, he ready to sign. The wife said, no, you can't be our agent. I'm sorry. Why did she tell her that? She ain't going to touch her around her husband. Come on now.
Too much exposed.
That's it. Too much exposure. She came back crying. I told her, baby, look at you. You're just like a hoochie. And the woman told you no. The husband was ready to sign. But the wife said no. You don't dress like that in business. Tell me this, when are you not working on your business?
When you sleep,
No, because your mind is still in function.
when you're dead.
Always dress for success. You never know who you're going to run into. You go to the grocery store, say, let me go. And you go to the grocery store, and standing behind you is a person that you've been looking for to do what you need done to help you reach that next plateau. If you look like a hobo, who's going to want to help you? They're not going to take you serious. You always dress business casual. I don't care where you go, what you do. Always be at least business casual. Remember, let me put this up. Let me show you this. Piece of advice. Never put the key to your success in someone else's pocket. What I tell you earlier, don't let nobody can make you happy but you. You know how I had to get to where I am? One day I realized. I had a good job. I worked for Metro 10 years. I was number 40 on seniority list for 4 months. That meant I had 306 people under me. And had the seniority I had. I went to work one day and told my boss, I'm sorry, I got an eye problem. He said, okay, go to the doctor, hurry back, because you know you got to be back here at work. We need you to pull the drop box. I said, no, sir, that ain't what I'm saying. He says, you got insurance, the doctor's down the street, go see the doctor and get back to work. I said, no, sir, that's not my eye problem. He said, what are you talking about, your eye problem? What is your eye problem? I decided, I'm tired of working here. I want to start my own business. I quit. That was my eye problem. I couldn't put my happiness in his pocket. I realized that no one could pay me as much as I could. No one could make me as happy as I could. I quit. What did I say? What did I say when I opened up? Hello, who? Success, I, there. I. Everything is up to I. Otherwise, you as a whole speaking to yourself. And talk to yourself, y'all, and do it verbally. Not in thought, verbally. Do you know why? I told you I talk to myself all the time. And you'll see me, I'll be just talking. Don't disturb me when I'm doing that. I'm having a staff meeting. And that's how it is. See, here's the thing about that. I told you about your spirit speaks to you several times a day. When you wake up in the morning, your spirit woke you and speaking to you. And the reason I'm telling you that I'll be having staff meetings, when you speak it verbally, you're speaking to your spirit because your spirit's there. And when you speak it verbally, you're giving your spirit an assignment. It's asking you all the time, what do you want? What do you want me to do? That's your spirit speaking to you. And your spirit will work 10 times as hard as you. All you got to do is put action for it. And it will grow you. It will build you. Because your spirit is looking for something to do. How often do you get to sit home, sitting around all the time, nothing to do? Well, your spirit is the same way. Give your spirit something to do. Speak to it, not in thought, but verbally. Speak to it. It's listening. How many of y'all woke up 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and all of a sudden, wow, here's a solution, and so, oh wow, look at what my thought just gave me. And you go back to sleep. You wake up an hour later, 2 hours later, and say, damn, I can't remember what that was. That's because your spirit gave it to you and write it down. You're going to take it serious. Take it serious, y'all. Your spirit wakes you up for a reason. Do you realize when you're asleep and you wake up, that is the most relaxed and most brilliant you're going to be all day? That's the most solution-driven you're going to be. Your spirit wakes you for a reason. Put that in my book. You see this book right here? Y'all got to get a copy of my book. Go to my website, mminstitute.info, mminstitute.info, and get my book. I'm going to tell you why. I didn't write this. Y'all think that people, it's true. I woke up one morning about 3 o'clock in the morning. My spirit woke me up. And it gave me this book. I was writing a book. This is not the way I thought, the way I had in me to write. And my spirit gave me this book. For 2 hours, it spoke to me just like I'm speaking to you now. And I got up, got on my laptop, and started typing. This is what the spirit gave me. When I gave my wife this, she couldn't believe that I did what I put in there, what I put in there. Especially page 41 and 42. You gotta read the book. I'm not selling you. I'm telling you, go to MM Institute, buy my book, Climbing the 7 Mountains, on the $15. Buy it, read it. And I got it in for you to contact me so we can answer, because this is written in the third eye and third ear. This is not written like while I'm explaining everything to you. I want you to read it and see what it's saying and look behind what I say. Because the story, and see how thin this book is? You believe this is 2 books. What did the gentleman tell Lincoln when Lincoln gave him his birthday race? He said, you said more than 7 minutes I did in the whole hour and 45 minutes I spoke. You said more than 7 minutes. I spoke for an hour and 45 minutes. You said more than I did in 7 minutes. An hour and 45. Time says now. My spirit did that. Seriously. Blew my mind when I wrote it. Hey, I had never thought like this. But my spirit woke me up and said, here. On the top 7 books. The spirit gives you answers, solutions. Start listening. It speaks to you several times a day. Stop ignoring it. The reason you don't hear it, don't understand it now, is because you have, for so long, ignored it. That's like someone speaking a foreign language and you don't know what they're saying until you learn the language. Learn the language, this is what the spirit says to you. Then it makes you feel walking unless your spirit speaking to you. Always have pencil and paper sitting there. Always have pencil and paper. Because once you go back to sleep, you don't remember. And that's everybody. That's not only you. Listen to your spirit. It speaks to you all day, every day. Learn to listen. Well, you didn't help me put all this stuff. You know how many of these presentations I got? Oh, God, y'all know how many of these things I had. And he's coming with several of them, and I've never told you the same thing twice. I may say something again you've heard, but it's in a different way to show you that circle, that something that you learn will fit you in more than one way and one circle. You got to stay with me. I'm going to grow you. You want that millionaire mindset? I'm gonna give it to you. You want to learn how to build a millionaire business? I'm gonna give it to you. But what you gotta do? Show up.
Show up.
Now look how many people missed out what I'm giving you today. I mean, I can't get over this. I mean, y'all can tell that's disturbing people that kind of sort. 20 people plus all the people said they were coming. And I guess I can't, y'all keep saying that, but this is beyond. Let me go. We'll take a break in a minute, y'all. Just for about 5-10 minutes. I'm gonna give you this one. Life is 10% of what happened. Look at everything that happened to you. That's only 10%. Only 10%. The 90% is what you gonna do about it, how you react. Just think about that, y'all. Is that not powerful? We're gonna take a 5-minute break, y'all, just for y'all to stretch out and talk to meet each other. Conversation. 5 minutes. We'll be right back.
I have a sign in.
Yes.
Give me that, but that's- Just meet the people, you know, y'all, and I'm gonna pass out when I come back. And I got someone here that I want y'all to meet. Just come here to talk to me, to teach y'all.
Did you stop there?
I know. You'll come back. No. I didn't ring. Unless I got the volume on there. I don't know why I didn't see it, baby. You should have called back.
7:05.
7:15, you should have
I
called back.
told you your phone was going off.
Oh, yeah, okay, I was in the bathroom. Oh, come here, I need to do this too while I'm going. Get up some pictures, I need some pictures of you. I need some pictures.
Oh.
Come on now, this is good. You're good, that's good. What you got on? Then, because if I pause it, you know, so y'all, we taking a 5-minute break, hang in there, we got about 2-3 more minutes.
Excellent.
Is this okay?
Excellent, yeah. Rolling much better
Okay.
now. Because you're doing excellent motivation. Excellent.
See, see what I can give the kids?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I have some of that too, yeah. That should go when you look at it.
Yes.
It's an A or E or
I like that.
That works.
Okay, now give me the hand. The best.
Oh, is there a bathroom?
It's right there on the hall.
Alright.
Okay.
It's gonna be on this side. I mean, when you go out the door, go down and you'll see it on this side.
I got this on this. Get up there, baby, do this. That's not how this looks. Hand over here.
Wait.
Together?
No, I'm doing this for.
Ah, okay.
Give it. wanna get some. Baby, you speaking. Now put your arm away, speaking. Yeah, I got it. Be careful, I got the picture for you.
And I'm supposed to be smiling?
Well, okay, come on. Get your hand off your head. What did grandma tell you? Okay.
I know.
Where's the rest of it?
It's down the hall a little bit to your left.
Yeah. She's back. So when she gets back, that's all right, y'all. You're older than I think. I'm just kidding.
Thank you.
That's good. Keep staying living young. So you're old, you still live. And then we don't get signed up, man, and do what, so that. Yeah.
It amazes you and me both.
I mean, I had 20 people sign, 15, 20 people sign, they signed up. This, usually don't bother me because I'm selling, but this I can't do. Yeah.
Hey,
Victory
that
is.
cards, your business.
Oh, you
They're-
do business.
They are, not with me.
Let's see.
I got something in mind. Here, baby, here.
Cards?
Mhm.
I have cards.
You mean, yeah.
Mine?
Yes, no, well, my name.
No, mine. I ain't got three, but I got
That's,
something.
that's all we need. You must have picked the wrong day because the signage is not in the packet. That's right. So you must have picked the wrong one.
Soon as she gets back, we can get it.
You okay?
Where'd she go?
She said she'll be back. Is that the same one?
We're getting ready to start social media, so. We waiting on you. Believe, I'm like Barry White, believe me. Waiting on you. All right, y'all. We can go ready to bring on my heart. This is my baby girl, Miss Yvonne Rose. This is a young lady I met about 5 years ago. I met her about 5 years ago, and she became like a daughter to me. And it was love. I mean, she's just, me and my wife adopted her. So that's why I call her my baby girl, and she's not blood baby girl. But 5 years ago I met her, and she became such a sweetheart to me, so valuable and so knowledgeable. She wanted to learn, study under me. So I brought her on board. Just like I'm always looking for interns, somebody said they want to do like she does. You can always follow me, help me, and do what you do, become a guest on my show and learn, and et cetera, et cetera. And she'll tell you more about it. But y'all will bring on my baby girl, Yvonne Rose. Everybody knows it's Miss G. My baby girl.
Thank you, Professor Murray. Good evening, social media out there. Good evening,
It's
success.
morning.
Actually, good afternoon. I apologize. Good afternoon, success on there. Well, Mr. Murray's been giving you guys an earful. I'm coming up here to talk to you about your purpose, and beyond. Okay? So first of all, I have two questions for you. Are you ready to live a life worthy of your purpose?
Yes.
I can't hear you, successionaires. I need some interaction here. Are you worthy? Are you ready to live a life worthy of your purpose?
Yes.
All right then. And the other question is, are you ready to see your purpose unfold what is far beyond what you can see right here today?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, because our purpose, that's what it does. It's unfolding as we're living our life. Our life is like a puzzle, a piece of a puzzle. And with that one little piece of puzzle, it has no purpose. You have no idea what the purpose of that puzzle is. There's all these different pieces of puzzle. There's the edges, the corners, this color, that color, this color, that color. But when you start putting the puzzle together, the purpose of that one piece starts to come together.
Yes.
Okay, so what we have to do first is understand the difference between our passions and your purpose. Your passion. Now your passion is that thing that you're so passionate about. You can be passionate about a lot of different things. You can be passionate about reading books. You can be passionate about sports. And your passion tends to change. It'll change, sometimes you might be passionate about maybe football, and the next season. So the passion changes. Your passion is something that's personal to you. Your passion is something you feel, that you just have a fire for. But your purpose is in you to serve others. That's what your purpose is. Now your passion can lead you to your purpose. Angela Davis says, we're not meant to find our passion. Our passion was put in us. Our passion is already in us. Okay? So I'm going to share a story with you. First of all, let me go backwards about following your purpose, finding your purpose. For me personally, I've always had your passion. Your passion is going to pull you. It's going to pull you forward. I've always had this desire, this thing in me that just would not leave me to go into journalism is what I always had in my heart. When I was younger and I was raising my kids, and I'm a nurse by profession. Nursing is my profession. It's not my passion nor my purpose, but it's my profession. And I'm busy being a nurse, being a mom, being a mother, and this thing was calling me. In the back of my head, I just heard journalism. I went to bed at night, I woke up. For years, it called me. So what happens is, with your passion, you're busy doing things, but your passion never leaves you. Why? Because your passion isn't in your brain. Your passion is in your heart. Your passion is your intuition. Your passion is your soul pulling you to your destiny. When I was nursing, and I was doing a case with this one lady, very educated woman, highly educated. She actually was a doctor. And she was a feisty one, but she had her match because I'm feisty too. So her kids loved me because I didn't take any stuff from her. But I would tell her, she wanted to do this. I would tell her, no, this is what we're doing. She looked at me one day, and she said, you're not educated enough to be so bossy. I told her, I didn't get the memo. I didn't get the memo. So like I said, successionaires, your passion, your purpose is down in you. No one can tell you what your purpose is. She thought that education is what I needed. No, I was born to be a boss. I was born with what's inside of me. I don't need the schools to tell me. I don't need you or my mama, my daddy, no one else to tell me. Because I know what my calling is. I know who I am. And that's what we have to do, successionaires. We have to be comfortable in who we are. Okay? So anyways, we got to be careful of what people say to you. Because I could have took that, and I could have owned what she said, and I could have dimmed my light. But I didn't allow that to dim my light because I know my value. I know my worth. We can't find our purpose following someone else's life, someone else's blueprint. We have our own that's custom made specifically for us. Success in theirs, you would rather live an imperfect walk into your destiny than to live the imitation of someone else's life. So you gotta be mindful, be aware of what's calling you success in theirs, what's pulling you. Now the thing about your passions, here's what I challenge you to do, success in theirs. I challenge you to be present in the now. Be present in everything that you do. Be present in the now. Only do those things that make your heart smile. Those are the things you're passionate about. The things that make your heart smile. And while you're doing that, success in theirs, while you're doing that, what's going to happen is, as you're following your passions, those things that only make your heart smile, staying in the moment, it awakens something in you. You're learning expansion and growth. Because when you do that thing that makes your heart smile, then you realize, hey, I like this. Then it opens you up to maybe doing something else. Then it opens you up. And as you're following your passion, your purpose is being revealed. Because you'll start to see a pattern to these things that give you a passion, that you have a passion about. That's where your purpose lies. It lies beyond those things that you're passionate about. I have two questions for you, success in there. What gives you life? What is that thing that gives you life? The second part of that question is, why aren't you doing it? Why aren't you doing that thing that gives you life? That's your passion. I see you smiling back there, sis. Did that hit something on you? That thing that gives you life, that thing that makes your heart smile, why aren't you doing that? Why not? Because that's where your expansion and your growth is going to come from. The beauty, success, and theirs of walking in your purpose, because your purpose is being revealed. Your purpose is being revealed just like the pieces of the puzzle. They're coming together. Your purpose is being revealed. The beauty of walking, when you're in your purpose and you know your purpose and you're walking in it, you get other people around you. They see that. They see a change in you, like you said, sis. You're supposed, you know that you should be doing something that's going to influence other people.
Yeah.
That's what happens when we're walking in our purpose. That's our light shining bright, because we're doing what we're meant to do.
Yeah.
Okay? And when we're walking in our purpose, it gives those around us permission to do the same. When we're walking in our purpose, it's like a candle. It's like a candle that lights the pathway to your destiny. Absolutely. And it shows the others. It's crumbs. It's the light, crumbs, however you want to call it. But it gives other people permission, and it shows them how to do it. You become a blueprint. You become a blueprint. So sis, I challenge you. Success in theirs. I challenge you. I challenge you, all of you success in theirs. I challenge you. I challenge you to pursue your passions first, which will lead you into finding your purpose. And once you find that purpose, I challenge you to rock that purpose. Rock that purpose. As Lisa Nichols says, you need to figure out what your purpose is. And not today, but right now. You need to work on figuring it out like you're late for work. You need to be working like you're late for work to figure out what that thing is, because time is wasted. And as we know, tomorrow's not promised. We have people younger than us who are leaving this earth, who are leaving with their promise not shared, right? Unfulfilled. Absolutely. So let's live with our light shining bright, so that we can be a light for others to follow. Again, as you're walking in your purpose, as you're walking in your purpose, the thing about walking in your purpose, there's levels to walking in your purpose. And as you're walking in your purpose, if I'm walking, I can see that door in front of me, which you guys can't see right now, but there's a door in front of me. But as I continue to walk in my purpose, things are being revealed that I couldn't see. when I was here. Things are being revealed to us as we're walking. So when I get out this door, I'll be able to see what's that way, what's this way. But I can't see that from here. Okay? So you gotta walk in it, but then what happens, success in there, is life is preparing you for what's ahead. So there will be hard times along the way. There will be challenges, but it's preparing you for the next level. There's levels to your purpose. There's levels. And as you're walking, you'll start to be you'll be sculpted. Your life will sculpt you for the next level of your purpose. Now, why do you have to be sculpted? What is sculpting? Sculpting is those situations in life. You lose a job. You're being chiseled, absolutely. You may lose a job. You may lose a friend. You may lose loved ones. And that doesn't mean you lost them to death. That means you lost the relationship. The relationship was broken. But that's the sculpting. That's the chiseling away of those who cannot go with you to the next level. On this level of your purpose, yeah, they were necessary in your life. But then on the next level, they may not be necessary. So they're constantly being sculpted. You're constantly being sculpted for the next level of your life. So there's a new you that's being revealed on every level. So you got to get ready, successionaires. And again, sis, they may not be able to come with you, but they'll be able to watch you. And you will be that motivation that maybe if you reach one person, then it was all worth it. Successionaires, I have good news and I have bad news. The bad news first. The bad news is it is uncomfortable pursuing your purpose, walking in your purpose. The good news is it's uncomfortable walking in your purpose, but you're walking in your purpose. That's the good news. The good news is you are walking in your purpose. It may be uncomfortable. There's a saying that says, if the mountain was smooth, you couldn't climb it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
If the mountain was smooth, you couldn't climb it. Climbing Success Mountain. This book right here, that one saying I just said, is what this book is telling you. It's not easy climbing Success Mountain. But one thing for sure, success in there, it is possible.
Worth it.
It is possible, and it's worth it. You were designed to walk in your purpose. Your purpose was put into you to serve other people. And you have no idea what you walking in your purpose is going to do to change the world, to change your circle, change your city, change your state, change the world. But you'll never know if you're sitting around doing the same old, being comfortable in your comfort zone. You'll never know what your purpose is, the difference that you can make. Guess what, success in there? Your purpose may not be, your purpose may be to light a fire in somebody else. Because what I've also heard, I love quotes, I love listening to people and stealing things from them, is your purpose is your gift. Your gift is made for service.
That's right.
It's like an apple tree. An apple tree bears apples. The apple tree doesn't bear apples to keep to himself. It bears apples to give away. That's what your purpose is. That's what your gift is. So, as you're following your passion, successionaires, as you're following your passion, the pieces of the puzzle are coming together. You're finding it out. You're putting those pieces together. And remember, the law of accumulation says everything matters. Everything matters. Every piece in that puzzle matters, because if you're missing one piece, the puzzle's not complete. So everything matters. Successionaires, I, again, would strongly advise you to read this book. It really opens your mind. You see yourself in this book. You see yourself literally climbing the mountain. It's very detailed. It is broken down in layman's terms. You could give this to your niece. Christmas is around the corner.
There you go.
Christmas is around the corner, seriously.
Best gift you could ever give is a book.
There you go.
If you have, like, especially teens, someone who's really interested in a book or even not interested, this is an easy read, and it definitely opens your mind. And like I said, it's not a difficult read. It's a very basic read. And I'm not saying this, we didn't talk about this, honestly. He didn't even know I was gonna mention the book. And I'm glad he pulled it out because I didn't bring mine with me today, and it was part of what I was gonna talk to you guys about. But he didn't say this to me, I'm saying this sincerely. This book here will open up your mind, and you'll see yourself climbing that mountain. And you'll understand that the struggle is worth it, because on the other side is your prize. You know, I just want to take time to just also talk about, like Professor Murry was mentioning to you, about my experience how I came onto the Millionaire Mastermind Institute team. So again, I'm sitting at home, and I'm busy being a mom, being a nurse, being a wife, being a homekeeper, all the hats, teen mom, room mom, all those moms, school steward, everything. I'm doing all this. Purpose is calling me, it's calling me, it's calling me, right? Okay, one day, I said, you know what? I'm ready. I'm ready to go and walk in my purpose. Because this thing called me for years. It just echoed in my head for years, in my soul. It was pulling me to my destiny. I said, I'm ready. There was an event coming up. It was a 2-day event coming up. And I said, I have never been to one of these events. It was similar to this. I've never been to one before. But I said, I'm going. I want to go and just be in the company, just like you guys are. And like Mr. Murry teaches, 90% of success is showing up. 90% is showing up. And because I showed up to that particular event, I met Mr. Murry the first day. I heard him talking and walking around talking to other people and talking, you know, to around me, and I could hear his conversation. This man sounds interesting. So the second day, we struck up conversation, and we started talking. He told me what he did, and one of the girls with me, she said, "Oh, I was on his conference call just the other day. Oh, he has a conference call. So okay, because I like to speak. That's my thing. I know I've always had a gift of speaking into people, even elementary. I've had a gift of speaking into people, encouraging people. I know that's my gift. So I know I have a gift of talking and speaking to people. So here's a conference call. He's doing a lot of things. So I wanted to know, how can I become a part of your team? I walked up to him, and because I showed up, I actually came on his team, told him I wanted to be a speaker. I was interested in being a speaker. Professor Murry said, I can show you how to do that. So from day one with Professor Murry and the Millionaire Mastermind Institute team, day one on the team, he appointed me as the official MC of all his events. Because I showed up, I got an opportunity to do that thing, or it helped me to lay my foundation to do that thing which I have my heart desire is. Not only that, I always felt like I was going to be on radio, TV. Journalism was never writing. Writing is not my thing. I can do writing, but it's the talking. I know I have a gift of oration. Connected with Mr. Murry, we've co-hosted radio shows. We've hosted radio shows. We've been on TV several times, on talk shows. I've sat at tables with people that I probably would not have sat on during that time because I was connected with Mr. Murry. But it was all success in years because I showed up. I was passionate about it. I was passionate about that thing, and my destiny was pulling me. It was pulling me. That weekend, I walked into my destiny. And because of Mr. Murry, I stand before you today, speaking. So success in years, again, I challenge you to live in the now, pursue your passions, which will lead you to your purposes. And remember, it's not the material things that they'll remember, it's your legacy. And like Maya Angelou told Oprah, you have no idea what your legacy is. You have no idea how many people your legacy will reach. But if you're sitting home doing nothing, it won't reach anyone but you, because it's you and the TV. The TV, they're fulfilling their purpose, their dream. It's time for you to fulfill your success and theirs. Thank you very much, and thank you, Professor Murry.
Great job. Thank
You know what? Let me, while she's, I'm gonna tell y'all something. That's the first time I really heard her give us a presentation, and she didn't know, y'all, this is really one of her first. She's been listening to me. She's hosting my show. You know, when I don't show up on Tuesday night, she's hosting my show. But to speak like this, I didn't tell her nothing. She just, and I am in awe. I am proud. I am a proud dad.
you. Thank you.
I am a very proud dad. You know, and to see her grow, the growth in her the last 5 years, and to see the fruition of it. And we're getting ready to do a tour, and she's gonna be my host and my main speaker. So just think that could be you. All you gotta do is come on board the institute. You never know. My baby girl, I love her. Oh, she gave me
Great.
all my life in one that I never had. That was a daughter.
Yeah.
So I love you.
Love you.
know I do.
Yes, love you.
All right.
Successionaires, thank you so much. Have a good evening. And as Mr. Murray always says, anytime you come to these events, I see everyone has their pen and paper because there's always nuggets to be caught at the Millionaire Mastermind Institute. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
Now,
You do the
y'all,
same.
I don't know if you see I'm speechless. I knew she could do that. I knew she could do it.
But she is success.
But, and she does something, this is one of her first things of doing. Like I said, although she done my show on my conference call on Tuesday nights. It's on the back of my card. All you gotta do is tune in, and every Tuesday night at 9 o'clock, I'm also, Facebook Living it. Now, the number, if those on social media who want to start tuning into my Tuesday night show at 9 p.m., you dial 218-548-05, what's the number? Give me the number on that. 248-548-0510, 1950 pound is the pin number. And those of you out there, y'all, we got tons of people, I mean, we got hundreds of people tuning in. You know we're shooting this live. And we got all these people tuning in, I'm just giving them the information, y'all, I want to continue on, is that okay? I hope y'all get something from this. I mean, I don't know if this is what y'all wanted, what y'all expected, but I hope this is benefiting. I see all y'all taking notes. Y'all taking 1 or 2 pages of notes, taking pictures of my PowerPoint. But let's continue on. Okay, let me figure out where I gotta go now. I lost my concentration.
That's a sign of a proud papa.
Oh man, I am so proud of her. Y'all just don't know. And I love her so. I mean, I love her so much. She is my daughter.
Yeah.
She's my daughter. I've adopted her. Me and my wife adopted her, and you know, it's just she's my daughter. She gave me something that I've always wanted that I've never had was a daughter. My wife used to tell me, baby, you had a daughter. She'd have you wrapped around her finger. You'd be no good. That's true. That's so true. Here's something y'all gotta remember. When you learn how much you're worth, you'll stop giving discounts. That even means having people come into your head. Telling you can't do this, you can't do that, and all this other stuff. So y'all, stop giving discounts. Like I think people talking about, Mr. Murray, won't you come in and speak? But this is how much we can pay you. Y'all don't pay me with y'all budget. You pay me what I'm worth. If you can't pay me what I think I'm worth, then now I'm giving discounts because I like to look at this and I'm doing for free. We got hundreds of people tuning in on Facebook right now. Hundreds. So this is being shown. We got 100 people watching it. So if you want a copy of it, I'm asking y'all out there, share this. Someone hit share. Y'all want to see this again? It's on my Facebook page. Share it on your page. Just hit share. Bam, how hard is that? All right. We got other people, y'all. One of the other speakers just came in, and that's Dr. Mom right there. Yeah, you go speak. Don't tell me am I going to speak. You know, if you don't do it for 10 minutes, you come for 10 minutes. Don't act like you don't know. Oh, I just love that lady. She's always been part of the Institute too, and she's been my educator several times. She speaks all over the country too. So, what did I tell y'all about waking up 3 o'clock in the morning? 3 a.m. in the morning, in the hour, for writers, painters, poets, overthinkers, silent seekers, and creative people. We know who you are. We can see your light on. Keep on keeping on. Now, here's the thing that surprised me, and you never know. You never know who's watching you. I had one of my neighbors one time say, Mr. Murry, when do you sleep? I'm doing, excuse me. She said, man, when I come home at night, your light in your office is on. When I wake up and go to the bathroom and I look after it was across from my, said, man, that light in your office is on. She said, when I get up in the morning, the light in your office is on. When do you sleep? See, sleep is for people who have everything that they want and they ain't got no reason to get up. I got a reason to get up. See, I figure, you know, when I die, that's a long sleep. So, when you used to wake up 3 o'clock, your spirit's speaking to you, use it. Don't, and y'all please stop going to sleep with the TV on and turn the radio on. Lay there and say these words and speak it. Don't think it. Spirit, speak to me. It'll get used to you saying that. And you'll lay there in silence and your mind will start running. And the Spirit is speaking to you. You'll see things, notice things, understand things. So y'all talk to your spirit. It's there. You're driving in the car, turn that radio off and speak to your spirit. And listen to your spirit tell you. Stop listening. Because I got a question for you. Now, everybody in this room now, I'm starting to get more people in. I got a question for you. How much money has that radio made for you? How much money has that music made for you? How much knowledge has that music and radio given you? Hello? Nothing from nothing leaves what?
Nothing.
Do I need to say any more? Oh, I see somebody's brain is clicking. I can hear it. Yeah, I can hear your brain clicking. Because when you speak to y'all, you see that right there. God is a frequency that exists within you. Tune in. Do I need to say any more? It's there already. Oh, God, wait till y'all read this book. Oh. And guess what? There are only 2 characters in this book. You and Mr. Success. And I'm going to tell you something that I normally don't tell people before they find the book. He asked Mr. Success, he said, why did you come to me? What made you pick me to come to me to give me this assignment, to do this? And Mr. Success told him, because you asked. What did I tell you? Give your spirit something to do. Ask. You know the GET, you got the ASK, baby.
Yep.
Make sense? Me, I do, y'all. I put in a lot of hours. My wife knows when I get up 5 o'clock in the morning, from 5 to 9, don't bother me. I mean, the office do not disturb. Every day I study 4 hours. Every day. And if I don't do my 4 hours, I punish myself. I mean, I love baseball, y'all. I go to see so I watch baseball. I can't do it if I don't give myself 4 hours. Whatever I have planned for that day, I can't do if I don't do my 4 hours. That's punishment to me. Then now it's habit. I don't need a clock to wake up. It's automatic. I don't have a 9 to 5. I have it when my eyes open, with my eyes closed. I do not have a 9 to 5. And I tell people I work 25 days. You say, how is it but 24/7? I say, yeah, because I fit so much in, I work 25 days. I'm never off duty. True leaders don't create followers, they create more leaders. Y'all be surprised how many people has come under me. And I'll tell them, even my employees, when I have my clothing store, I told them, you are not here to be a constant employee. You are here to learn business, how to succeed, and a roadmap to get you to what it is you want. I'll pay you to help me in my store and sell me, but I'm going to teach you business. My interns last year were 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. They ran everything. That's my intern there. He's been with me now for what? How long have you been with me, Lawrence? A few months? Almost a year? Okay. And you see what he does? See, he comes in, I don't have to do none of this. He does it all. That's his job. And if I do something on computers, stuff, he walks around, make sure you know how to do what I'm explaining to you. That's their job. They get this computer stuff. Hey, and that is above my pay grade. Like the story goes, I was working one night, about 10 o'clock at night, and I ran into a niche on my computer, and I couldn't figure out what to do. I said, oh, I got somebody that knows how to fix this. I can't wake them up. Stay in bed, sleep. I gotta wait till in the morning before when I wake them up, take them to kindergarten. They get it. They know. Truly, they know. My great grandson trips me out, got his own little thing. He's just doing stuff, and I'm thinking, they know. We the one that give them limits. They have no limits. We put limits on them, y'all. Stop putting limits on them. Don't put limits on yourself. Create more leaders. I don't want to create followers.
No, sir.
I want to create leaders. Why am I giving you what I'm giving you? What am I putting in your mind? What I'm putting in your mind? I'm trying to create a leader in your field, in your expertise. Build what you want into your expertise. I don't, as brilliant as I am, y'all hear me, so y'all know I'm brilliant. Y'all don't care about my brilliance. Y'all care less about my brilliance. What y'all want from me is what? My expertise. See, when a plumber comes to your house, you don't care how smart he is. All you want to know is how to fix what he's fixing. Electrician, you don't care how smart he is, how many degrees he got. All you want is his expertise on fixing no problem. You want to be successful? Find a problem. Know a problem and find a solution. That's your success.
Yep.
I've talked about this already. Great minds discuss ideas. Average minds discuss events. Small minds discuss people. I got a friend, Lord, she calls me and talks to me for an hour, 2 hours every day. Why does she do that? Because she knows you're the one that will listen. How can you knock her? She's calling you because she knows you don't want to go listen. You go gossip back. And here's the thing about gossip. If she will talk to me about you, she will talk to you about me.
Bring a bone, carry a bone.
That's right. He said, bring a bone, carry a bone. That's right. So you don't want to be around someone that's going to gossip. Those people, look, it's in my business now. I got a story in here that I would like to read out, but I don't have time, y'all. We got 45 minutes, and I want to bring another speaker up. Remember this, whoever's trying to bring you down is already below you. I can't bring you down if I'm not there. They're already below you. So why are you worried about what they say? You know, whose opinion matters? Nobody but yours. Their opinion has no value to you. So why are you looking to bring you down? There are 7.2 billion people on earth. 7.2 billion. You will have one person out of 7.2 billion kill your friend. How much sense does that make? You got 100,000 people will support you, but you will have one person bring you down. You got 7.2 billion out there to support you. Come on now, y'all, use your brain and think about it. Am I giving something to thought? Y'all know I'm rocking y'all's brain. And you know the best thing, I'm going to bring my speaker up in a couple minutes. You know the best thing I ever did? Me. Tell me this, what's the best thing you ever did? What's the best thing y'all ever did? Somebody tell me something. What's the best thing you ever did?
Stop listening to what people think.
That works. But the best thing you ever did The best thing I ever did was believe in me. Because like I told you earlier, the lady told me I wasn't successful enough. Look, all people told me I couldn't do this because I stuttered and I stammered. I got a country accent. I don't have a college degree. But I got a degree in success, y'all. I got a degree in mind knowledge. Because yes, I'm talking business, I'm also giving you things that's going to build and grow you. I'm teaching you life and I'm teaching you success. Because what? Your business, your life is a business. Now, this is one of my favorites. I do this all the time. Don't say nothing, I know you know. Some things are impossible. You got to face reality. Some things are impossible. You see that picture? Can he lift that? I mean, that's about 300 pounds. What is he, maybe about a year old? Can he lift it? Yes or no?
No.
Can he lift it?
Yes,
No,
he
no,
cannot.
no. I got news for you. You're wrong. He can lift it when he grows into the person that can. That's you. This right here, let me show you something, y'all. That barbell, that weight, that's your business. That baby is you. When you learn how to do and you do what you learn, you grow into the person that can reach that which you see. So when they ask, can he lift that? Yeah, he can lift it. When he grows into the person, you think I am what I was? If you listen to me 5, 10 years ago, I wasn't where I am now. And I was out there speaking and teaching. But I look at me now and think, damn how I've grown. Put me before, one person put me before 10,000 and I'll rock the house. If you walk out the same person when you walk out that you were when you came in, you the one got the problem. Because I'm going to put something on your brain. So if you don't learn nothing, let me know that you didn't learn nothing. And I'm going to ask you to find out why you didn't learn nothing. I do this, y'all. This is one, I love that picture right there.
Look at his form, though. Look at his form.
Oh, he's in position, baby.
Yeah, he's got form.
He's in position. Because he knows, he's telling us that y'all think I can't live this? You wait. I'm going to grow up till I can't. That's you. Remember that every time I want you to always think about this baby. That's you. That's you. That barbell is your business.
Yeah. This picture shows us many things.
Many things.
In real his face or her face.
Determination, baby.
And sometimes you see, he knows it's not easy.
Right.
His position telling him I am ready.
But he knows he can do it.
Yes.
Y'all, what we're going to do right here, y'all, I got someone I want to come on and speak to y'all for about 10 minutes. This lady has been in my corner for a long time. When I was building the institute, and we had staff meetings, she was always there. And it was about a 20-minute drive from her house, 25-minute drive from her house to the staff, and she was every one of them. She's been my guest many times on my show. She spoke before most of my audiences in my classes. So y'all, I want to bring up my dear friend, and I'm proud to say, someone that I love dearly, who has helped me build me and grow me, Arlene Span, y'all, and Dr. Mom. With her gigantic self. And I love her, y'all, and nothing she can do about it.
Thank you, Mr. Murray. This is, yes, I'm here. Like Mr. Murray said, I'm Dr. Arlene Span. It's a pleasure to be here. I came to be the student. That was my role today. My role today was to come to be the student, to listen to hear what Professor Murray had to say in speaking to us today. So that was the role I had. So I wasn't coming to pour into you. So now we're all going to be students together. Is that okay? That's okay. Okay, so Mr. Murray, oftentimes, and I'm sure, how many of you will say that based on the information that you've received from this man today, you've gotten some actionable things that you can do? Based on the information that you received, you can go out now and know that you have at least a foundation that you can draw from. Because, I mean, there's a lot. You see he has this here. There's a lot that he has up here that he's trying to share with us. And so my role was to come and get a part of what he had up here to be shared with me. But today what I'm going to do with you, since I only have 10 minutes, many times Mr. Murray called me up to speak about health. And is it okay if I share just a small portion of my story with you so you can understand why he calls upon me to do so? So years ago, how many of you, this is one of those kind of questions, but how many of you have ever had or currently have a mom? Okay, excellent. We all, every hand should go up, right? Because we all had a mom, unless they had, you know, the thing they do in the hospitals and inducing and blah, blah, blah.
Lab and all that
You know,
stuff.
and I know none of us sitting here have gone through that. But years ago, my mother had what was known as a diabetic stroke. I would go to visit my mom a particular day while she's recuperating in the hospital, and lo and behold, a nurse and all that she knew to do would come in, render medication to my mother and everything. This is my first time at this particular location. Thought it nothing about what was doing, but the lady, I should have thought something, because she came in like, oh, like she forgot. And so she would come in, render medication to my mom. Lo and behold, she would give her the wrong medication. We went from a time of singing, rejoicing, and having such a good time with my mother, to now having to plan a funeral. So I'm sharing that with you to let you know why Mr. Murray calls upon me, because as a result of that, I began to do self-medication, got myself into a position where I was almost 200 pounds. I'm not that now. I'm still working on me. But as a result of that, I was able to bring myself into a relationship with food that I didn't have before, and understand that it doesn't control me, I have to control it. So I come up and I speak about health so that we can understand. Mr. Murray said something about his neighbor and seeing the lights on, but if he didn't have his health, he wouldn't be able to be up 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, whatever time he's up, so that his health now becomes his wealth. That's what I want to share with you, and I'm sure Mr. Murray will give you even more information about your health. If we don't have us, then, you know, we oftentimes like to use, you know, Steve Jobs, because he created what do we have as a result of him? Steve Jobs, we have what now? What product? Yeah, we have all those products, the Apple, but is he himself still here with us?
Nope.
No, he's not. He created an empire that, you know, the song that, I think it was Michael Jackson or someone sang that said, it's gone too soon. Many times people do many great things, but they're gone way, way, way too soon. And that's because many times we haven't assessed ourselves and look at what we're doing concerning our health. So I'm going to give you 3 things. Now I want you to write these 3 things down. They're elementary things, but I need you to write them down, because how many of us out here are nurses or doctors? Is there anyone? So you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about, and I probably can bring you up here and you can share with. She's going like, nope, nope. That's what didn't you see my head behind you when he called me going? But I'm going to give you some ABCs, and it's just 3 little things. When you go to the doctor, the first thing I want you to think about, and it's elementary, but it's very important. The A is your A1C. That's going to measure concerning your blood glucose. It's going to tell if you are diabetic or not. And you want to make sure that if you get there and they say 6 or anything above 6, then you know you're on the road to diabetes. You already know. If you get there and they say A1C and you hear 6, you're on the road to diabetes, and you know that. So that's the A. The B is simply going to be, you do this all the time, but your blood pressure. You want to be sure that when you go there, you find out from the doctors, they do it all the time, they check your blood pressure. But I like to tell people, if all possible, stay away from having to take high blood pressure medication, because it causes other things. It will lead to your A1C in itself rising. So you want to steer away from it if all possible, and the simple thing that you're going to be able to do to help that is simply drink more water. Simply drink more water. And the C is simply the cholesterol. If you get to your doctor and he say anything like in the 200s or way up high, then you know that you need to stand clear of things that contain anything that has, like if you have your margarines or you have your fried food, you have your cookies, and I'm a cookie girl, so I understand you have your cookies, your cakes, and all those things. These things are elementary, but they're things for us to think about when we go to our physicians. And Mr. Murry has, now I'm going to tell you something. He's teaching you about business, but Mr. Murry can stand up here right now, and he can give you a wealth of, and even in here, of information on how you can be a healthy you. Look at this man. I mean, he looks good for his 21 years. He looks good for his 20, and don't misunderstand me. His wife, Mama Mary, I mean, both of them are in health. Why? Because they understand in order to have anything, their health must be their wealth. So I just wanted to give you those small little things. It's things that we already know, but am I correct in what I just shared with them? Because if you go and see, remember, the doctors are going to give you based on what's prescribed for you. And you want to be sure that those A, B, C's, and for this one is a bonus, I'm going to give you an E. And this is, I want you to understand the EGFRs. Because how many of us have ever gone just down the street and we saw something that says DaVita?
Yeah.
Who knows what DaVita is? Dialysis. See, that's going to measure your kidneys. You want to be sure when you go to your doctor, if you hear anything like in the 45s or anything that's low, they're already telling you you're at a stage 3 when it comes to your kidney functions. And once you get to the stage 4, now they're ready to put you on dialysis. So you want to be sure to ask them, what is my E, or just say GFR. They know what that means. So you want to be knowledgeable about you, because if they say it to you, see, understand, they're going to make money from dialysis, right? So the next step then would to be getting you into that treatment. So if you didn't learn anything else today, the ABC, the A was your what? A1C, the B is your what? Blood pressure. The C is your what?
Cholesterol.
And the E or the GFR is going to measure what?
Kidney.
Your kidneys, to know what your renals is doing. You hear the words renal, you're going to think kidney, what's my kidney function, what's going on? And you want to know what's going on there. Mr. Murry, I'm sure my time is up. I'm done.
Well, the information.
But can I,
Go ahead.
can I share this? I need you all to say yes.
You said the kidney, the GFR is supposed to be what is?
What it's going to do is going to measure your kidney function.
What is
How the
that?
filtration. The word, because I can never pronounce it right. You can Google it, because I can never pronounce it right. But it's the filtration of how your kidneys are filtering out all the toxins and everything that comes through.
What's the number?
45.
45.
If you hear them say 40, you don't even want it to get that low. But if you hear anything in the 40s, you want to be sure, okay, what's going on with my kidneys? Do I need to drink more? What do I need to do at this point? Is it food? Do I need to eat more celery? Tell me what it is that I need to do. And those are the kinds of things that you need to do for the GFR. Yes, Mr. Murray.
Excellent, thank you.
I brought this up. I need you to say this to yourself. Okay, here we go. I am healthy and whole.
I am healthy and whole.
I radiate good health.
I radiate good health.
I am in control of my health and my wellness.
I am in control of my wealth and my wellness.
Now point, my mind is at peace.
My mind is at peace.
Excellent, all right.
Oh, man, that's right. Here's the thing about all of us. Whenever I have classes and you see something where I do health and wealth and diet, y'all can't miss that. This lady right here, see what she gave y'all in just less than 10 minutes? Just think she gave you a class 1 hour. There's so much that teach you yet that y'all just don't know. And the thing that's killing us is lack of information and knowledge. Y'all, we gonna do this. I'm gonna do an 8-hour day class coming. Y'all don't be afraid to spend money. But what we're gonna give y'all is gonna save your life. Business wise, life wise, health wise. Thank you, darling.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, y'all. How y'all like that?
Good.
See, here's the thing about coming to my class.
Good.
You never know who's going to show up. I know she's going to show up. Now, y'all heard me ever giving you all this stuff today, right? But the only time I'm an instructor or a teacher is when I'm here, in front. When I'm where you are, I'm a student. Now, social media land, you've got to start participating. You've got to start coming. See, here's the thing, we want everything for free. Free will not give you success.
No, sir.
If you don't invest in yourself, then you, bam, there it is. I'm gonna continue on, y'all, because I'm way behind, y'all, because we started late, so I'm sorry, but you know. Y'all understand this right here. I sat in a room all by myself and realized it was still full. This is how I knew that I was enough. Ain't nothing wrong with being by yourself, y'all. If you are talking to yourself, if you are educating yourself, if you know what, do you know how sometimes you say, Dad, that didn't come out right. I didn't mean to say that, I meant to say this. It didn't come out right. Talk to yourself. I mean, you ever realize how many times I go over this and I don't just read it, I go loud, I don't practice, make sure I'm right. See, one thing practice is, let me tell you, who've heard and believes that practice makes perfect? Nope, that's wrong. Practice does not make perfect. Practice only makes for improvement. Ain't two things not that perfect, that's the universal need. Oh, wait, what that But no, practice doesn't make perfect, it only makes for improvement. So you got to practice your business, your craft, to improve upon it. If you've got a script that you read, that you go through with your clients, like I've got scripts, y'all, I've said thousands of times. And I said, I don't want to say that no more. Right, I've heard it 1,000 times, but it may be the first time for you. How many, I'm going to ask y'all a question right now. How many of you have heard something today for the first time? Everybody's hand went up. I can't tell you how many times I've said this. But the first time you've heard it. What if I get tired and say I don't want to repeat nothing I repeated before? I can't speak because my knowledge and information is in what I give you on a consistent basis. Here's something I always tell you. You repeat until learning takes place. Then you repeat and you repeat until understanding takes place. Understand what I just told you. You repeat, you repeat, you repeat, the learning takes place. Then you repeat, you repeat until understanding takes place. See, now you're learning. Right now for me, you are learning. And then one day you will look at what I said and understanding is going to say it. And when I tell you about that third eye, third ear, right now you're just learning. The more you think about what I'm telling you and taught you, and understanding takes place, that's when you're going to get that aha moment. You're getting them now, but you wait till that major aha moment hit you, baby. And here's a fact. I'm going to give y'all a fact. Food for thought. And this is something that I would tell kids. So you got something I would tell kids. If you can run a game, you can run a company. If you can write a rap, can write a book. If you can film a street fight, you can shoot a movie.
Yes.
Don't just take over the block, take over the world. Y'all, and I didn't look it up, and I should have. There's a movie that's out there that's going all across the country. This gentleman shot it on his cell phone. A movie. He shot it on his cell phone, and it's all over the country. Making money. So you got what you need, all you got to do is use it. You always tell yourself, well, I don't have this. I don't have that. I need, like me, I'm going to buy a new camera, y'all. This camera cost me $700. A whole lot of $700. But I got to have this camera because it's going to improve me. Help me. And you say, well, I don't have the money. That's an excuse. I don't have a building. I don't have a location. That's an excuse. I don't know what to do to get started. That is an excuse. Google and William Murry, the Millionaire Mastermind Institute, is all you need to do almost anything you want. Well, Google can't tell you, and you don't understand, call me. 240-619-2019. That's the number to the Institute. 240-619-2019. Either one of my interns will answer, my wife will answer, or I will answer. If we don't, I got a recording that will record everything that you want to tell me. And we'll get a call back. Now, let me show you the power of what I just told you. You see that? Apple, one of the largest companies, richest companies in the world, started in a garage. Google, one of the most used programs and companies, corporations in the world, started in a garage. Amazon, you can buy anything you want in the world on Amazon. It started in a garage. Harley Davidson, which is worldwide, world known, and one of the best motorcycles made, started in an old raggedy building. Disney, all over the world.
Yes.
In several cities, people travel all over the country, all over the world just to go to Disney. It started in a barn, in a garage. And Mateo started in the garage. I mean, y'all, the Millionaire Mastermind Institute started in a small office, not even half the size of this room. Look at me now, I'm all over the country. I'm all over half the world. Hello? So don't tell me that you can't do what you want to do. The largest companies in the world started in small beginnings. What's stopping you? What's stopping you? You. Your choices. And what you're telling yourself. Sometimes you know what you got to do? You got to look in the mirror. And what do you see when you look in the mirror? You see you. You got to look in the mirror and tell, shut up! Just shut up! I ain't gonna tell you how many times I've fired me. I've fired me many a times and hired the new me.
That's it. That's it.
Fire the old, hire the new. It's called growth, y'all. Don't be scared to fire you. Hire the new you. Right today, y'all need to go home and fire the old you that walked in this room. And hire the new you that walked out. Think about what I just told you. Now, diet ain't only something that you eat. I got news for you. But diet is something you go on. Diet is a way of life. Your diet is not only what you eat. It is what you watch, what you listen to, what you read, and the people you hang around.
That's good.
Be mindful of the things you put in your body emotionally, spiritually, and physically. look at the healthiest person you probably ever want to be standing in front of. At my age, not to have had no pains, no aches, don't even know what a cold is, a flu, don't know. Well, it don't happen to me. Y'all come from a diet, I'm gonna give y'all some great information. But I need some water. I drink water every day, all day. I went and bought a machine that makes my water alkaline. I'm gonna tell you something. Cancer cannot live in an alkaline body. Think about what I just told you. I just gave you a cure for cancer. Alkaline water. Cancer cells can't live in an alkaline body. So what am I going to drink? Most of the time, I got this machine, and every day I go out, I take 64 ounces of water with me. Every day. I drink both of them, 2 32-ounce tanks of water. And it's alkaline. Why? I don't want to. Who here wants cancer? I just gave you cure. Water. Alkaline water. Watch who you listen to. Watch who's putting in something in your ear. Walk away from some people. Some people got to kick out of your life. You know, I said people come into your life for a reason, season, or lesson. The reason that they come, they must be there for that season. You've learned the lesson. Now, turn the page. Next chapter. You know what I love about children? See, I'm going to read this to y'all first. When life gives you a rainy day, play in the puddle. Now, all of us have had children. Because I see we got, do you have any children?
Yes.
Okay, I said you didn't, I'm up for adoption. If you take a child, if it's raining and you take a child outside, what they gonna do? They gonna find the puddle and they gonna do this. That's you. Life's gonna give you rainy days where you think, I'm having a bad day today. Hell, just play in the daggone puddles of life. Play in the puddle of happiness. Play in the puddle of success. Play in the puddle. Am I putting too much on y'all? No, let me know now. Now this right here, y'all, oh, I love this. And I always I got to post it up where I can see this all the time. If you want to touch the past, touch a rock. If you want to touch the present, touch a flower. But if you want to touch the future, touch a life. What are your children? Touch them. Not only hug them, teach them. See, everybody saying these kids today ain't no damn good. It's not their fault. How you gonna say they ain't no good? They're your children. You aren't giving them what they need. You're giving them the toys you wish you had when you were young instead of giving them the knowledge you wish you had when you were young.
That's it.
How many said, "Go, I should do this when I was younger"? Give that to your children.
That's it.
It's not their fault that they run rampant, don't know nothing, don't go outside and play and all this. Because we let them sit in the room like that TV. Dumb them down. We let those games dumb them down. And whose fault is it? It's our fault. How we gonna blame them being what they are? We ain't giving them nothing. How would y'all feel if y'all came here today and I didn't say anything? Why are y'all still here? Because I'm giving you back. I'm giving you something. I can't blame you if you don't know behind walking out of my class. I got to blame me. And I don't want no blame. Because I'm giving you something. You've got to look at this to understand this right here. The same boiling water that softens the potato hardens the egg. Same water. You put both of them in the same pot. It's going to soften that potato, but it's going to harden that egg. It's about what you're made of, not the circumstances.
That's good.
I'm putting something on your brain today, am I not? I'm loving this moment, y'all. You know what? There's not a drug out there right now that's got me as high as I am right now. A drug business just got me as high as I am, because I'm doing what I love. What she say about passion and purpose? My passion is my purpose. Purpose today. I'm giving it to you. I've got some good news, y'all, and I got some bad news. Which one, y'all? I'm gonna give both at the same time. Bad news is you're not going to fit in with everyone.
That's right.
The good news, the great ones never do. How great are you? Les Brown tells you all the time, there's greatness in you. Y'all, when you going to believe it? Because if you believe it, you want to be like me. I know I'm great. I told myself so. And I showed the world, and they haven't disagreed. Your business is the same way. You want to be great, you want to be successful, you want to build that legend, that legacy. Be the solution to a problem. That's giving value. People pay for value. They pay for value. Look how much money a carpenter makes. His hands get dirty. Look how much money a plumber makes. His hands get dirty. Look how much money a construction worker makes. His hands get dirty. Try to make your life without those three. All of them make $20 to $30 an hour or more. You don't have no, everybody's not meant to go to college. Go to trade school. Trade school, a trade will make you wealthy.
Yes.
Because you grow from doing that thing to having your own, to hiring and building and growing. That thing, you know, you're a millionaire. And you started out just you. Look at these major companies out there now that are electrical companies. They start out with just giving an idea. That's why I tell you, we take you from idea to implementation and beyond. Look at this right here. Y'all see this? When I say pay for stuff, I went to a class. Guess what this cost me? $1,000. I paid $1,000 to go to this class. This is the books we went through. They're all about grants. Y'all want to know about grants? Here's the book. You want books? I don't care. You can't take out the room, but here, all you want. This is where I tell you, if you think it, ink it. Look how many books this is. Each one of these pages is 2 chapters. Each one of these is 2 chapters. How many books is this? Once you look at this. If you think it, ink it. Because when you go back, or even in your business, you write down what you want in your business, where you want to go. You write down the end result. What's your end result and what you want to do? What's your end result? And work toward it. Work towards your end results every day. You're not going to fit your end result. You didn't wake up your age, did you? You had to grow there. So, what is your end result? Write down your end result. Give it to your universe, your God force, your spirit, and then you go to work. I've heard people say, Mr. Murray, you've already made, look at you, I want to be like you. No, I don't want to be like me. Don't bother walking a mile in my shoes. Because to you, that would be, it's exciting to me, but to you, it'd be boring to walk a mile in my shoes. But spend 50 seconds in my head, that'll freak you out. How many y'all like so far what I'm giving you this in my head? Has it freaked you out? Did you get more from that than walking a mile in my shoes?
Yes, indeed.
Oh, get into this. Wow, I'm freaking totally out. You know, being different is the success. Because I don't want to be like everybody else. See, people may laugh at me because I'm different. But I get the greatest laugh because they all the same. That's what I'm saying. You following the latest fashion, the newest thing. How you gonna succeed like that? Stop trying to be the fashion bug or drive the biggest car. Quit trying to impress people that they don't give a damn about you. So why are you trying to impress them? Get into this. Get into this on me. Don't get in my shoes. Get into this. See, like none of us want our children to be what we are. We want them to be better than what we were or what we are. Think about what I'm telling you. I'm gonna tell you right now. You hang on me long enough, I'm gonna brainwash you. I'm gonna brainwash you into thinking for yourself. Instead of being a follower, I'm gonna make you a leader. The worst things that ever happened to us. It was a great invention, but it was the worst thing because we let it get out of control. TV. Look at it, putting that BS in your head.
That's it.
Your head is like a stool that you're sitting on when you take a dump.
That's right.
TV is giving you that.
Garbage.
Thank you. But I was going to say garbage. You know? And you're absorbing it.
That's right.
All they doing is dumbing you down and making you believe what they want you to believe.
Mm-hmm.
They're programming you, and you don't even know it.
That's right.
You're giving them what they want while they got you, what they're dumbing you down, and you don't even know you're being dumbed down. You're being made a follower. Because, now here's what the TV is telling you. Sit. I've told you no reading or thinking for yourself. That's just what it's doing. And you don't even know it. Come on, y'all, wake up, grab a book. Go on, I tell you what, go to MR, right there. MRWMURRY, Mr. W. Murray. MRWMURRY. Y'all, I got over 130 videos on that. Like this class we got right here, you want to see it again? I'm going to put it on there. I'm going to put it on there. I've got other classes I've done. Don't tell me that you don't know, because ignorance is a choice, and that choice is yours. When I tell you you are where you are because of what? The choices who make? You make. You ride around in your car, pull up your phone, go to YouTube, and go to Mr. W. Murray, MRW Murray, and say, I want to hear one of his classes. I want to hear what he has to say. Every day I might put a little 5-10 minute thing on that. I've got some I've got that are hours long. I got one that's 3 days long. I went to a 3-day class. Y'all, it was 72 straight hours. Straight. 72 hours. 72 straight hours of education. We had all these great speakers. I'm serious, for 72 hours we were on the air. Think about this, 3 days, y'all. We were on the air for 3 solid days. Somebody was speaking and teaching. I did an event where it was 10 hours, 10 speakers. What do you think you learned in that 10 hours? 10 different speakers. And how many millionaires I had on that stage that day that told you how they got where they were. Learn to prioritize. Y'all, I'm going to go a few minutes over because we late starts. I don't care if I go about 10 minutes over now. I know I told y'all.
Tablets get ready to shut down.
What, no power?
Yeah.
There's the cord, that blue cord. Plug that blue cord right into the top.
To the top.
It'll reach. You plug it into the top. Right on the top, left hand side. See it? Not on the other side. Yo, I'm looking for prioritize. We let our day schedule us instead of us scheduling your day. Stop letting your day schedule you. So that means you're willy-nilly, you're here, there, everywhere. But when you schedule it, then you know what your day is. Now you want to get time for in between. Now this, y'all look at this. You don't have enough time. In a week, you have 56 hours of sleep. 40 hours you at work. showering, etc. 35 that's a week. But you have 37 hours. That's enough time to pursue your dream. But I don't have enough time. Think about that. 56 hours you're sleeping. Because 7 days is 56. 40 hours. Prioritize. Prioritize. And I told you earlier, stop wanting everything for free. Loosen it up and tighten it back up. While she's holding it. Tighten it. Yeah, that hold it. There you go. See that? Hold on, y'all. Let me do this. Squeeze it. Loosen it. I'm sorry, y'all had to show my people how to do, that's just the student, the teacher in me. You guys, free is never going to give you everything you want. You got to invest. There's no greater investment you can make than in what? In yourself. Make investment. I said this earlier, y'all. Stop wanting everything for free. Well, I can't do that. That costs $25. I went to a class I paid $1,000 for, y'all. I got a book on grants. I can go apply for grants. And I'm going to tell y'all something else. You see this book right here, Consumer Guide, Action Handbook? It's got hundreds of companies in here that you can call and ask for grants. And guess what? It's free. Y'all can look at it on the back. It tells you how to get them. It's free. It's got the numbers and the email address to all these major companies that you can call, ask, do you have a grant? Do you should have a sponsorship? I had my people call up and see where I can speak. Now they know who I am. That's how I get travel everywhere. You know what my resume is? YouTube. I tell them, you want to know how to speak about teach? Go on YouTube. I got a 30-something video. That's my resume. Stop wanting everything for free. Stop being so damn cheap. Invest in yourself. That says a lot. Stop being so damn cheap. Invest in your success. You got to invest in you. If y'all knew how many thousands of dollars I spend bettering me, improving me, going to seminars, going here, going there, to learn so I can teach you, because that's what I do. You think there are seminars or something in your field? Go on YouTube and find out. It's there. You are where you are behind your choices. If you ain't no more successful than where you are, it's your fault. Start looking and say, okay, first I got to straighten out me. Start doing what needs to be done. I told y'all this earlier. You never know who you're going to meet. Y'all, I'm going to tell you right now, get off of that telephone when you're in public. Get off the phone when you're in public. You go to the grocery store, you say, yeah, man, I went out last night, man, bought some fine honeys out there last night. But what you don't realize, the person that you're looking for to get you to your next step is standing right behind you. Hello, how you doing? I'm William Murry. I'm the president of the Millionaire Mastermind Institute. We teach people how to build and grow their business. From idea to imitation. Would you like to be wealthy one day, rich? I can help you get there. But here's the thing about it. I'm talking to her, but everybody around me heard. If you're around someone for 2 minutes and you don't tell them what you do, you ain't trying to succeed. 2 minutes, you better tell them what you do. You don't know who that person is, or you don't know who that nosy person is next line that's listening to you. How did Miss G meet me? She didn't tell you the whole story, y'all. I didn't speak at that event she met me at. But she kept seeing all these people come up and hug me and shake my hand and this and that. That's how she said, well, wait a minute. Who was this guy that everybody knows and coming up to? And she was sitting 2 rows up. Being nosy. Looking around and seeing all these people come to me. So she came and said, who is this guy? And people were telling her who I was. And she told me, said, Mr. Murry says, how do I become part of your institute? I told her all you gotta do is just show up, tune in, and look at her now. Soon she could be able to retire from nursing and just speak all of our son. I told my wife, baby, if something ever happens to me, as long as I can speak, put me in a wheelchair, push me on stage and put a mic in front of me. I'm good to go. But you never know who no one is. Dress for success. Always be business casual, because you never know. People are watching you. People are watching you. Now, I know y'all heard many a times. Well, how many times did you live, y'all? You only live once. Why y'all believe that lie? Do you know that's a lie? See, that's what I'm telling you. See, I'm going to change your mind. Am I changing your mindset the way you think from what I'm telling you? You don't live once. That's a lie. You live every day. You only die once. Third eye, third ear. You only live once. No, I live every day. I only die once. But here's the thing I'm going to ask you. What if your life is a dream? And when you die, you wake up. What if your life is nothing but a dream? And when you die, you wake up. This is a rehearsal for the next one. You don't know. We don't know what the hereafter is. But I'm not taking no chances. I'm living my life like this is a dream. And it's an enjoyable one. And if I die, I'm going to wake up, baby. I'm ready. How do I know? I could be right. Right? And in closing, y'all. Boy, look at how ragged that is. No matter how badly life treated you last year, just walk tall with your head held high. It's a brand new year coming, baby. Look at Shady Stratton, too. Stratton. I was here one hell of a year. But what is he doing? Hell head high, my man, strutting, Jack. That's you.
Moving on.
Y'all got to realize beauty's only skin deep. Ugliness is to the bottom.
Oh.
You see some of these men out there look like who shot y'all got all these fine women. How the hell is she? Did he get a fine thing like that? Look at me. How did I get a fine woman like that? It was this that she was attracted to. Beauty's on the skin deep, baby, but ugliness is to the bone. If it ain't in your heart, all the beauty in the world is useless. I used to be and she knows it's no secret, y'all. I used to be a player. I wasn't a player, y'all. I was different. I was a ladies man. Said players gonna play. I said, ladies man, see, here's one thing. I always wanted to be the type of man you could take home to mama. Hello. See, we were dating and everything, but when I met mama, and mama loved me, I was good to go then with mama. You know? Hey. Mama told her, hey, you got a good one there. If you get mama said, hey, now. So I always wanted to be the type of man you take home to mama. That was my goal, to be that man, that gentleman. That you could take home to mama. Now, what I'm going to pass out something to y'all. How many of y'all like government contracts? Okay, I'm going to give you something here that's of great value to you. Here you go. I'll pass it behind you. And behind you. Who else? This is the young lady who was in the government for 47 years. And guess what she did? Government contracts. She worked for 43 years for Uncle Sam. Guess what? When you wrote a contract for a government contract, It landed on her desk, and she was the one who went from her desk, went to the guy that wrote the check. She did that stuff for 43 years, and people come and bid for these $200 to $500 million contracts. 43 years she did that. You think she don't know? She's giving you everything you need right there. But you don't know, call her. She'll give it to you. Guess who gave my, I told her what I want. I want this Sam's.gov. I didn't understand that stuff. That's above my pay grade. You know what I'm saying? So I gave her, I passed it on. That's what she does. Something, like I said, you got to pay for your success sometimes. Stop being so damn cheap, wanting everything for free. Her name's Priscilla Lee. Y'all can go to P&L Acquisitions. Social media, her number is 301-541-0272. That's 301-541-0272. Dr. Ma, tell us how we can reach you.
You can reach me if you go on my website. One of them is www.arlenespansweats.com, or my phone number, which is easiest, 240-354-9174.
240-354-9174.
And if they text the word affirmations, Mr. Murray,
Text the word affirmations.
and I will give them the free downloadable.
Oh, a free download? They got that free, they ain't got the download?
Yeah.
Now y'all heard it.
Free download for affirmations like what we were doing at the end.
And you want to get hold of my baby girl, y'all, she ain't giving no date. She's already got what she's got. She's married and all the other stuff. So y'all, don't come back for no date. I got a shotgun. Homie, don't play that. You can reach her at the Institute at 240-619-2019. Now just think, if you were here in the room, you could go through my book on grants. I'll let you look through my book on the road to success. And you're welcome to go through it, take pictures and all that kind of stuff, but I'm going to watch you close.
Yeah.
Make sure you don't take no pages out of my business file. Now, Consumer Action Handbook is free. You can go to us.gov. No, that ain't it. Oh man, I didn't look and see where did we go. Visit us.gov/explore. Now here's the thing, you can order up to 7 of these. And then they give you up to 7 free. Unless you're a business like me, I can get cases. Because I thought someone would come in and they ain't come in time for the class. But it's called a Consumer Action Handbook. Brought to you by US.gov. Y'all, I'm telling you, this book here, now this is not one of the newest ones, but it's got everything. And I better go order to all these companies. See, all these are companies that you can call and find out, do they do grants? Do they do sponsorships? Or whatever you may need. And for the Institute, y'all, I'm here. I am just a phone call away. 240-619-2019. I hope this class is something to help you, to benefit you, and to help grow you in business. Now, anything else you need to know? Any questions? Anybody got any questions or anything from, you wasn't watching to see if I got any questions online. Okay. Y'all, we got hundreds of people online watching. Thank you, social media. Someone please write into the feed for the MM Institute, Millionaire Institute. The number is 240-619-2019. Write that down on the phone, please. 240-619. I can't hear you. You got to talk up.
Say baby girl is online.
Oh, baby girl, put that in there for me, baby girl, please. 240-619-2019. And to get into the Institute, get to our webpage, is mminstitute.info. mminstitute.info. And you can go there and order my book. I will send you an autographed copy of it. mminstitute.info. It's right on the page as soon as you open it up. mminstitute.info. I want to thank all of y'all for coming. any of y'all wanna reach me or want me to speak or come and do anything for you, reach me, call the Institute. Cause we all are women, y'all. Don't let nobody say you can't make it. Curtis Mayfield said it best. We have died dry eyes. Because we're going to move on up. And I always tell you in closing, if you push me, I'll pull you. If you pull me, I'll push you. It's not going to matter whether I'm pushing or I'm pulling y'all. We're going to get there together. So until next time, I love you, and ain't nothing you can do about it. Social media land, thank you. I'll give you an applause for hanging with me. Social media land, so until next time, thank you, y'all, and God bless, and keep working on your road to success. Till next time.